Pickaxe.
5, 4, 3, 2, live!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 955 of the Video Game Outsiders podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Madison.
And I, of course, am James John. By the way, I thought to celebrate tonight, we'd all have James Bond names because, tonight we're honoring this Cold War icon who's been captured perfectly in this game.
I think we're just doing a 007 first light round table.
So we got Dr. Toronto, I thought.
Okay. Did you pick a name for us all, John? Go ahead.
Yeah, you're Sloppy Pussy.
Okay. Sloppy Pussy.
I'm James John.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
could have just went with like numbers, like
I guess.
Because we're honoring this game, right? That
I don't know if we're honoring it, Ryan. We talked a little before the show. I don't know if we're honoring it.
Well, this
is a way to start the show. Your name is Sloppy Pussy. Like
my opinions have gone
your
from
name,
Dr. Toronto. I think this is all good.
Why does he get to be a doctor? And I have to have a sloppy pussy.
Well, that's your surname.
Very neat.
That's your
very
surname, Michelle.
Okay.
It's just
it
happens.
I'm in a hyphen. Yeah.
It's not exactly as it sounds.
Can we call it SP for short?
It's spelled like SLUP.
Right.
There's like a umlaut and a hyphen.
Well, as long as I'm not
MI6 number is 0069.
Yeah, I think Dr. Pussy's a better name, Swan Sleeper says. Yeah, I agree.
Dr. Pussy.
So, of course, guys, we're live right now on twitch.tv/John and Michelle. We do it every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. If you miss it, you listen anywhere podcasts are, like most of you do. But if you want to support us and get weekly bonus shows, the 20-year back catalog, and keep us ad-free, you can do that by heading to videogameoutsiders.com. And what do they do once they're there, John?
That's right. Go to our website, videogameoutsiders.com. When you get there, there's a dripping red premium button. Go ahead, click it, lick it, slam it, whatever you need to do. Go to the next page and become a member of Club VGO.
That's right.
Once you are a member, like Michelle said, you unlock our entire back catalog of over 20 years. Yeah, we've been doing this podcast for over fucking 20 years. Can you believe it? And then also bonus stuff happens every week. All throughout the week, there's John Show subs, there's PC Outsiders, Micro VGO. We do lore episodes. If you want all that bonus content, you got to become a member at videogameoutsiders.com. And after you join, you can use the podcast player of your choice to listen to all of our bonus content, including Spotify, Apple Music, Google, etc.
Yes, and we have a huge show tonight. Like we said, we're doing that Bond round table. I like to call it the Bond game, but apparently, whatever, 007
Well,
First
yeah, I'm
Light.
excited because,
Okay,
this is a Cold War game, right?
Okay,
This is
why do
they're
you keep
capturing
saying that?
Because he's a Cold War guy, Michelle.
Okay.
James Bond. He was a womanizer. He was a drinking guy. I
Okay.
think he was kind of pushing some stuff down. He's seen some shit.
Okay.
It's about as boring as the Cold War was too, but we'll talk about that.
What James Bond?
Oh, he's leaking his opinion on the game. We're also doing a little mini Warhammer theme tonight.
Wait, the Cold War was boring to you?
Oh my
What was
God.
boring? Just people sitting around going,
in the grand
I've
scheme
got
of
5
wars."
nukes.
Yes.
Oh, we got 6. Well, no, we
It's
got
called the
7.
Cold War for a reason.
Yeah, so we're also doing a mini Warhammer theme tonight where we all played some Warhammer games because there was tons of stuff going on out there. New Warhammer games announced, a Helldivers crossover event with Warhammer. Steam had a huge Warhammer sale, and we all picked up and played some games. We're also giving away a copy of Bond First Light from loaded.com in our Discord on videogameoutsiders.com, or you can just go pick it up. I think you can save about $10 right now on loaded.com, save money on games for Steam, PlayStation, Xbox Game Pass, all that stuff going on. So if you're going to play Forza or even cheap Warhammer games, that's a tip I wanted to give because even with the huge sale on Steam, the games are like $2 on Loaded versus like $5 on Steam. So check out loaded.com.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good deals going on there. All right.
Yeah.
What do we do? I'm overwhelmed right now with all the games we all played because Ryan's been gone for a few weeks. You were in Japan. You're going to talk about that too.
Yeah, I'll bring it up. I'll tie it in a little bit. But yeah, there was when I got home, there was a ton to play. Not only from this week, but the 2 weeks I missed, and it's been a hectic couple days home.
Yes, it has been. So I want to hear all about Japan, all the good stuff. So let's just jump right into it. So I did play Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. What?
I guess it's a problem that there's a British connection to the Cold War. I would say there absolutely is. I mean, they were an ally of ours.
The Cold War? I think of... so anyway, back to what we were saying. I played Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. It's the roguelike spinoff of Deep Rock Galactic. And, I went into this kind of not having high expectations because I had heard from some people that played in the preview. I'd read some reviews of people saying it was DRG slop, $30 asset flip, but they sent us a key and I wanted to go in with an open mind. But, I wasn't a huge fan of Deep Rock Galactic, but I think it was a solid game and a lot of people loved it. This time around, though, I have to agree with what I'm seeing. I played for about an hour and I was honestly bored and I couldn't get any of my friends to pick it up because of what they were reading about co-op in this game. So it does feel like it should have been a mode in Deep Rock Galactic instead of being a whole new game. And you share, apparently the co-op is implemented badly. You have to share certain things and wait around for your teammates to do certain things. It feels really messy. And one of the things that I thought was funny when you launch the game, it has a developer video. And they're like, hi, guys, just remember, we're working on this. And we want you to come along with us on this journey. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't want to come along on a journey. Don't start with a guilt trip. It's kind of yeah, we know this isn't ready. Yeah, it's early access. But hey, be a part of the development of it, which sure, it can sound like a nice sentiment, but to me it was I kind of felt awkward starting off with a 5-minute video of developers on my screen. I mean, it was fucking long.
It could have been
Ryan.
just a message on the screen. I've seen a lot of games do that, which is not really a problem. Yeah.
Don't launch tempering my expectations with a video from the crew, sitting in there working. Here we are, please, we're eating ramen. We've been working hard on this. It's it's just awkward. I don't want to be brought into that world. I don't want to be a developer on Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. I just want to fucking play it. But yeah, so anyway, I think a lot of the hardcore fans who liked Deep Rock Galactic are kind of saying the same thing. I mean, it has mixed reviews. It's just not for me because I don't like the way the roguelike stuff is done. I just don't like the meta progression on it because it seems awkward and all shared. You need to play with a group and people just aren't wanting to play it as a group. They're I want to go play Deep Rock Galactic. Why isn't this just a mode? So I don't know if they can save this. I don't know if it'll ever be as popular as the original was. What do you guys think of spin-offs with something that could have been a mode?
Well, I want to ask a question in general about Deep Rock Galactic. Do you consider this a really strong franchise, this IP? Because there seems to be a lot of games and stuff going out in this world.
There should only be another one, Survivors.
There's the Survivors one, yeah. I know this first one, Deep Rock Galactic,
was huge.
The actual one, it was huge. Yeah, people loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it depends on the size. If it was a Cult of the Lamb thing, it could have been a DLC, but it also can be its own standalone game. Or what do you think? Is it big enough to be its own game? No.
Well, I didn't get the hype around the first one, and neither did any of my friends.
No.
We played the first one, we were okay, this is kind of cool, but why are people losing their shit for this game?
Well, that's what I always wondered.
Because thing or something, I don't know.
Because when I played the Survivors game, which I know you hate, but I don't.
Stop talking about the Survivors thing. That has nothing to do with Deep Rock Galactic.
I know, but I'm talking about this world, though, right? Because I was warming up to the world.
Well, the world of dwarves and ore isn't something they created. I don't know.
Well, they created something here with these guys. I don't know.
Space dwarves. I think that's also from Warhammer. I don't know. I'm just saying
a Muppets episode.
Yeah, I mean, basically, this is the roguelite version. So you start only with basic stuff. You collect as you go. You upgrade as you go. So in Rogue Core, the difficulty gets harder as you play, but Deep Rock Galactic, it's basically more of a consistent difficulty, standard game modes. And I think that worked better from my experience in comparing them. So, I mean, if you're a hardcore roguelike person, I'd maybe look into it. But the problem is the way they implemented some of the roguelikeness just seems to be a miss right now. People are upset that you share things with your, you have to fight for certain resources with your co-op partners, certain things that should be individual. And it seems like they're actively working and trying to fix it, but it's a very early access type launch. And I think that's why they started with that video. So it just kind of confused me. I'm not saying it's slop or an asset flip like a lot of people are saying. I think their intentions were that, look, this is bigger than just a mode. We want to make this a whole different game. We want to make it a whole different thing. But like you guys are saying, is this property strong enough to carry all of these different spin-offs. Yes, the Survivors game is something different. This may be too similar. Just because it's like the same game with roguelike stuff, it kind of maybe feels too similar. And I think that that's the problem. If you're going to do something else, this should have been something totally different, like a survival craft or something. You know, that might have been interesting, but don't give us something similar. You know, we kind of have been having that discussion like with extraction stuff. Should that just be a mode in a game? Same thing with roguelite. Should that just be a mode in the game? So I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss right now. I wouldn't totally count it out, but I'm saying for now it's one to watch, not one to get. Just kind of see where it goes development wise. And then, like I said, there was a big Warhammer week, and the Skull sale was going on Steam. And I checked out a lot of the games that I missed. You know, I've liked a couple of Warhammer games, especially Space Marines 2, and I played Vermintide 2 and a couple of others. But Warhammer 40K Mechanicus 2 came out. This is a turn-based tactics game. I did play the first one. This one to me doesn't feel as strong as the first one so far, but I think it's a solid tactics game if you like Warhammer. But if you don't like Warhammer, I just think there's better tactics games. I think if you're just a turn-based fan, like, you know, top-down grid tactics games, there's better ones. But like Warhammer people are going to appreciate the game because it seems like every Warhammer game I played, and I think it's because of the way they control the property, is very good with like the lore, the setting, like the assets, the art. Like there's a lot going on for Warhammer fans in Mechanicus 2. So you're going to get a lot out of it if you know Warhammer at all, or if you just enjoy the theme and the setting. So you can play as the Necrons or as the Adeptus Mechanicus. There's 2 different campaigns you can choose. This is the first time, I think, the first Mechanicus you couldn't be the Necrons. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool, but I like Warhammer stuff. I have a little bit of knowledge of it, so I enjoyed it.
In the mall?
What's the mall?
We go and like paint figures and play with guys.
I didn't know you could paint them in the mall. I don't think I've ever seen that. But yeah, so that's Mechanicus 2. And then, you know, I wanted to try something I've never played before. And I had already played Warhammer Chaos Bane and a couple of other ARPGs in the Warhammer world. But there was one I missed called Warhammer 40K Inquisitor Martyr. And in 2019, they went through Martyr and they turned it into 2.0. So basically right now, you don't have to buy Prophecy. Martyr seems to be the newer one. And they added a bunch of stuff. They redid the graphics. They kind of combined them. So this is the one that's $5 on the Warhammer sale, but it's $2.39 on Loaded. So it is
really?
it is an ARPG. I do love them. I do try them all. And this one is really, really, really cool if you like Warhammer stuff, because the art, like the themes of like all of the different classes, like Psyker or like the Battle Sisters and all that stuff, like all of the spells they have and all the ways you build your character, and there's a lot of freedom to get these cool things that you've either read about or heard about or whatever, like if you know the world at all. And it's really, really well done there. Like every level you go around, there's intricate little things you're interacting with that feel like, oh, that's from the Warhammer world. The downside of it is a very linear corridor hallway based for the majority of the maps. I'll call them, because they're kind of like maps in Path of Exile. It's kind of a bit linear and corridor based. Kind of like walk this way, kill this group, kill this boss, you know, blow up this machine. And it's just not the open map style that I would prefer. That being said, once again, I have the same kind of thought here. If you at all like Warhammer, this is a really cool ARPG. If you just like ARPGs, there's way better ones. But check out for $2.39 on Loaded or $5 even on Steam, Warhammer Martyr 2.0 was actually really, really cool. So
Are there like a million Warhammer games, by the
There's
way?
a billion.
I can't keep up with this shit. Like,
a lot of them are tactical turn-based, though. A lot of them.
What is considered, Michelle, in your opinion, just the first game that comes to mind, what's the best Warhammer game? Go.
Well, I think it's Space Marines 2 now. I think, and that's why they're doing the third one. But I think before that, the most popular one was probably Vermintide 2. That was really popular on Steam.
I mean, Space Marine is like Gears of War, isn't it? Kind of like
not to me. No, there's no cover like that.
What I think is really cool about that, like I wasn't into Warhammer before we did this episode, but
in the mall,
no matter what in the mall, no matter what developer, no matter
Games
what
Workshop
game,
had those stores, and you go there and you paint miniatures and you play against
you're
each.
talking about the figurines. I thought you meant in the game.
No,
that is all I knew of Warhammer before I played the games. I just knew they had figurines and there was a tabletop game.
Yeah, and then you'd walk past the place in the mall after going to Hot Topic, and there's guys in there.
We didn't have that. We had Build-A-Bear.
Shop.
That was first. I don't remember.
Well, what I found was really cool is no matter what genre game it is, no matter what developer it is, they all have that unique Warhammer
Mm-hmm.
look, and they all seem very well made. Like every single one of these games,
It's Game
whichever one I was
Freak,
looking
right?
through, yeah,
Who owns it?
Game Freak.
I've heard they're very, very particular. Game
Pokemon?
Freak. Isn't it? Who owns
Games
Warhammer?
Workshop.
No,
Games
it's-
Workshop. Sorry. Yeah,
That's
Games Workshop.
Workshop,
I've heard
yeah.
they're
That's the
very,
name of
very-
the mall stores, Michelle. Games Workshop.
Yes, Games Workshop
Okay.
is the mall store. Yeah,
They're
that's
very,
right.
very particular, Ryan, which is why I think you probably picked up on that about like the quality of
Yeah.
certain things, which is
Are
why
they?
I've heard certain.
It's all
triple-
Euro jank,
I don't
isn't
know.
it?
I feel bad
No,
for
as
not
far
playing
as the
these
Warhammer
games
stuff,
before
John.
tonight.
yeah.
Yeah, no, they're definitely check out. And like I was talking to Ryan because there's like 5 or 6 Warhammer games on Game Pass. And
Yep.
one of them is Space Marines 2. Another one is like the first Space Marines, like the Mastercrafted edition. They have Vermintide 2. They have Dark Tide or whatever the other shooter was. So, you know, they're out there, but a lot of people just don't go near them for whatever reason. So yeah, so this was pretty cool. And then I also played a game called Paralives that came out. Now it's
Ooh.
basically Sims from a small team. And the angle here is they promise all updates are going to be free. So basically for the price of the Sims or one expansion pack, they promise like basically all expansion packs and everything for the future. And it is a small team. I think it started off with one guy and now it's up to like 10 or 15 people. It's very artsy, but it's like kind of a 1-1 to Sims in a way. It's kind of impressive that they pulled that off. There's different activities you can do, like join the astronomy club or go meet, you know, for a picnic or choose your job. And I mean, if you played The Sims before, it's the Sims. You're building, you're getting relationships, you're creating characters, you're creating.
And it all auto plays, right? Like
Yes.
your character moves around automatically, goes to his job, goes to do all these events and stuff. You kind of dictate what happens, but it auto plays it all. Like you can speed it up
Exactly.
and everything. Yeah.
And I'm kind of mixed on it. Like it's a little too, the art for me is a little too artsy. Like it's got that kind of artsy, like it almost everybody looks like they
A
belong
little
in
cell
like,
shaded a little bit.
it's just
Kinda.
like, it kind of looks like, I can't describe this
Watercolor?
art in a way
yeah,
that's like,
watercolor, yeah.
I don't know. Everybody looks like someone you'd want to punch. I mean, that's the only way I can describe the art. There's like a lot of hipsters. It's just it's a little artsy. I think I prefer like the actual.
Is there more gameplay than Sims, or
Well,
it's
that's
just
what I was wondering.
Yeah.
To me, the recommendations I would give them is clean up the UI a little bit. It's a little messy with like the
All right.
artsy UI.
I'm writing
Be-
it down.
Yes, clean up the UI, please.
Okay.
Give me
Yep.
some characters that don't look hideous that I
Yeah.
want to punch.
All right.
Everybody
Okay.
in town. I went to the astronomy club. I wanted to kill this guy in a scarf when it's sunny
Would
outside.
you
He's wearing a
suggest better
scarf.
clubs or meeting type
I mean, no, I
things,
like it.
events?
I mean, if I had to meet people, that would be a good one to meet. Okay, because if
but
you're
would it
interested
turn
in
into
looking at
astrology? The
no,
conversation.
astronomy is very different than astrology.
Well,
People who believe
it's
in
all
astrology
rooted in
don't.
it. I don't know.
No, it's not
I
rooted
think
in
there's a
it.
little bit of
It's the-
crossover.
no, there's no crossover.
No.
Yeah,
no
there's crossover.
There's basically
I think
total
there's
opposite
crossover.
people.
No,
Like
One
I
is
don't-
science.
Well,
one is
I
science
don't
and
know.
fact, the other is Looney
You
Tunes. You
guys,
think crystals
you guys
give you
pull
powers.
your pot out, and now you're looking at the zodiac, and you're.
Well, I mean,
doing
no, I would
things
actually
and,
want to
hey,
deal with
there's
people who are
cancer,
smart,
man.
not morons.
I see
So,
the cancer up
Anyway,
there.
yeah, I went there. Everybody was obnoxious. There were people wearing scarves in the sun. So I was working on that. But it's like literally The Sims 1-to-1 though. And it's funny that like a huge team at EA with thousands of people did this and a couple of people basically recreated The Sims. I had a good time actually building my house. And that's what I spent the most time doing The Sims anyway. Just 5 hours one day, you know, or as a kid growing up, I did it too. Just decorating curtains in the bed and putting down the lamps, like all the decor is there, like
Rosebud.
everything. I mean, yeah, exactly. Rosebud, cheating, all I could. So Paralives is cool if you're a Sims fan, but you want more of an artsy take on it. As far as the gameplay, it seems pretty 1-1 to Sims right now. And that was my concern because my complaint with Sims was always like, give me more actual quests and gameplay. I don't just want to sit there and watch my character like, you know, a bar go up as they read a book.
Right.
And I think that that's the challenge with a lot of these life sim games. I also played Inzoi. I think that one was trying to do something different, but now it's like a barren, empty world, but it had a lot of the customization. These things just end up being like building life simulators and not like games. But I think they're doing what they set out to do, which is basically Sims, but kind of cheaper and more complete for one price and a different kind of look. But the gameplay, honestly, is kind of Simsy. That's it.
Yeah.
Michelle, I
Now-
gotta jump in there because I started the game a bit, and like you said, the gameplay itself definitely a 1-to-1 to The Sims. And now
Yeah.
I got to talk about their character creator. Like you said, the UI is a mess.
Yeah.
I jumped in and messed with this character creator. Now you can create pretty much anything. Like you can do a lot of detail. There's a lot of sliders, a lot of options, a lot of clothing options, and all that. But this thing is a mess. If they can do one thing to fix this game, especially for someone like me, make it a little bit easier to like maneuver through this UI to make your character, because it is so confusing. You open up one tab and then you have to click on the right side of the screen to change a certain thing. It's very confusing, and I gave up halfway through and ended up with like a half-ass looking crackhead and just sent him into town.
Yeah, one of them. The fun thing about The Sims was always making yourself and your loved ones, right? And you couldn't really do that as easily here. They have all like, if you've ever played a Korean MMO, they do this a lot with the sliders. Like there's 5 different plot points on the nose or the eyes. Like you can pull everything, and it's really customizable. So they have like good bones here, but they have to find a way to present it in a more intuitive way. And the same thing as you're kind of playing the game with building. You know, it's like scripty writing where you can search like lamps, and it's like I feel like I'm in Pier 1 Imports and I can't find anything because it's just too much. It's like I don't know, like kind of vomit on your screen, almost like the marathon UI. We were all like, I can't see anything clearly. Like they just need to clean it up because like the bones are good. And if you have like a wife or a daughter or whatever, maybe you guys out there like building houses and Sims, they could really enjoy Paralives because it's kind of a 1-to-1 and there's a lot of customization.
I'm looking at the screenshots here, and this woman's in a gym doing some sit-ups. Mm-hmm. And I guess
she's wearing yoga pants and squatting in front of a guy on the machine. And there's some
options. I believe these are options that you could choose for what she's going to do, and one of them is risky flirt. Did you choose that option?
I didn't.
That's a good name for an album.
I don't think I'd be in the corner if I was ever at the gym. I don't like feeling like I'm in a fishbowl. But no, I mean, it's Simsy. So they did what they set out to do. But I think there's more here. Like, I just want the next level of Sims. It's funny, like Sims, EA abandoned Sims. There's not going to be another one.
Abandoned completely,
I was so looking forward to it because I was like, yes, it's finally going to be a new Sims. It's going to be actually gameplay now. Because imagine Sims with what it is, except there's actual good quests where you go out and do cool things instead of just clicking buttons. They could never get the UI right in Sims games, so it's been shitty. And then I dabbled more in Batman, which we talked about last week, Lego Batman, and what the hell else did we play? There's like so much shit going on. And then mostly this week, though, played some First Light today. We're going to talk about that in a bit. I'm looking forward to new Path of Exile 2 stuff on Friday, so that's what I'll be doing this week. And I am just drinking water. John. What'd you do Warhammer-wise before you get into Yoshi?
Well, Warhammer. So there's a new game out, a Warhammer Survivors game. It's a demo right now. And it's made by the developer that did Bolt Gun, okay?
Oh.
But it's using the official Vampire Survivors engine.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Really?
Yes.
So it looks completely different.
No, it doesn't.
Interesting.
Like it literally has all this.
Looking at the same game.
It has all this Warhammer Survivors.
Oh,
it's even using weapon evolution.
Yeah,
as well.
Listen, Michelle. This is the same game. Okay.
It's definitely
it's just a Warhammer skin on Vampire Survivors.
Yes, it has the same sound effects. Like when you get hurt and stuff, that little whatever sound they make, the game makes. You know, when you get injured, it's all there. When you open up the chests. It's that same kind of animation where you're in a casino and shit's flying out. Music's a little different then. But, I mean, this is kind of like... And this game does break the fourth wall a bit, too, because, like, I think it gets more tabletop-y the more you play it. Mm-hmm. Like, at one point, one of my weapons was a pair of D6 dice that you throw on the battlefield,
John,
and they explode.
You say tabletop-y, this one level looks like it's a desk.
Yeah, I didn't get to that level. Cool. I got to like level 12 or something. That's like the farthest I got. Now, this game, like all these Survivor games, starts so fucking slow. Like, this one seems worse than all of them.
I tried it for a bit. It was too painfully slow for me, walking in a direction with no active clickables, no dash, no nothing. I'm like, I can't do this one. I can't.
Yeah, and there's like two factions in this demo. I fully admit I'm not into this universe at all, okay? But there's two guys you could pick from. One is the big tanky guy with a super slow attack that's directional, and the other guy was a little more faster and had a faster attack. I was focusing on that guy instead. But the tanky guy, Michelle, that big walking robot dude, like that, it was fucking torture playing that. That's probably the one you tried. Like,
I tried both of them, but one's from Age of Sigmar and one's from Warhammer 40K, so they're kind of from two different time periods, but...
Like, you have to play this game like 5 to 10 times before it starts like getting a little bit faster. And you know, it has all the usual stuff. You know, you get this currency when you open the chest, you get these coins, you can use that to get permanent buffs. I was focusing mostly on health and attack and stuff. And then you start finding more weapons and stuff. Now, the thing in this game, though, that's different than Vampire Survivors is the chests are few and far between. Like you don't get a lot of chests in this game. There's little like flashing elite guys or little mini bosses on the map, and they drop a chest like 1 out of every 5 times. But you want to keep going for those guys because that's really the only way to get tons of coin. Otherwise, you're just like you're like hitting the lanterns and stuff, and they drop like 1 coin.
They got to mess with the pacing before release. There's just
I totally agree. Yeah, it's like it's painfully slow, but I think people who worship this universe are probably going to be into it. But I don't know. I mean, if it's free, I'll probably play it. But at this point, it feels this game feels like so stripped down and basic, and I don't understand how Vampire Survivors became a phenom because. I mean, honestly,
it was addicting. It was fast.
It was addicting.
It was
but
the
when
first
you really,
one at the time, though.
Yeah, I know. But it's just like.
Now, why didn't they just throw this into Vampire Survivors? There was so much DLC.
I thought the same thing.
You had like Among Us and Castlevania and all these different ones. Why didn't they just do that with this?
Because the developer didn't make this game. He licensed the engine to them.
Right.
Which is crazy.
I feel like they're going to charge the same amount for a Vampire Survivors DLC as they are for this game. Like it's going to be like $3 to $5 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it was made by Arc Digital, which is the team that does freaking Bolt Gun and all that. And, And so, all right, while we're talking about this, I tried briefly the Bolt Gun 2 demo.
I did too.
I'll say this, it's like the best N64 shooter out there right now. Like it's literally what it is. Like it's just like an old school, PS1 era, N64 era boomer shooter. It's like Devolver Digital published it. It's made by this other company. Like it's not made by like the company that's making the big Warhammer games. They're obviously licensing this out to a lot of people. But I played it on my Steam Deck. The controls were so fucking annoying with the controller. Like you have to play it with mouse and keyboard. I'm just telling you right now.
Or something. I was hoping for a little like more pixels versus the first Bolt Gun game.
Yeah,
but people are loving Bolt Gun 2. It didn't hit me though, John, because I kind of feel like it was too crude. And just
it's
rough.
super crude. I mean, I was playing a Steam Deck, but I could tell that it wasn't the Steam Deck's fault. Like that was the graphics,
Yeah.
And
I love this style of graphics.
And they added this like dash attack, and also you're fighting it alongside a team now in this, where I had like 20 NPCs fighting with me as we're advancing through the level.
That's cool. Okay.
And they're kind of like cannon fodder though, but I don't know. Like I personally don't want that. Warhammer Survivors, I'll play. That's like a brain dead game on the deck on a Sunday,
Right.
But I didn't really particularly like this game, and I thought the controls were really just too jerky and jittery, and I was trying to like turn sensitivity down, and there wasn't an option for the controller, only for the mouse. I don't know.
And don't play with the shooter with the controller.
I know, but I was in deck mode, so all right, now. I mean, Michelle, I'm telling you, don't play it with a mouse. I mean, with the controller, because it sucked.
Okay.
All right, so then Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Yoshi's, what's the full fucking name?
And
Mysterious Book. Okay, so this game came out. Now, I'm trying to figure out what did I pay for this game.
This is how you start off every conversation about a Nintendo game now. You're like,
this game came out.
Well, I bought it because I'm a Nintendo guy.
I thought I was going to be buying every Switch game like I did with the original Switch, and I've fallen off of the Nintendo train so hard.
I am buying every game on the Switch.
Glad
now, listen, I do like Yoshi. I like that character quite a bit. The N64 Yoshi story was the one that I probably got into the most. Obviously on the Super Nintendo, Yoshi's Island or whatever, Super Mario 2, World 2, whatever it's called. That was like the game, but that was like a Mario game really with Yoshi in it. But like it all kind of started with Yoshi's story, where everything turned into like these 2D. It was a 2D platformer game where the world's made out of freaking paper and hand painted and hand drawn, and this game continues that kind of style. But this game really is different than these other games. What this game is that Baby Bowser has stolen a book, Michelle, okay?
All right.
And he crashed out in the Yoshi's world or island, and the book has fallen. The Yoshis have discovered it.
Out. Isn't that like a drug term? God,
he
he's
just
crashed out.
he lost
What's that?
control of his broom or whatever.
Okay.
If we're
or
talking
not his
millennial
broom.
terms, crash out is just like freak out.
I don't even
like,
know
get
if it's
angry,
millennial
like, go
terms. That's
berserk.
I don't know.
that's some Gen Z
Okay,
shit.
so Baby Bowser
Gen Z
found this
shit.
book,
Sorry, not millennial.
and he's
Gen
flying
Z.
around in his little capsule thing, and he crashes. Okay, and the book lands in the Yoshi Island, and the Yoshis discover the book, and the book fucking talks. It's like a little professor, and he's got a monocle, and basically all these pages in the book are levels with creatures that he wants the Yoshis to go in and understand. And that's the whole premise of the game. There's like 6 chapters in the book. Each chapter has like, I don't know, 5 levels maybe. And basically what you do is you turn to a page, and it's the water chapter, and it's a big water level, and there's all these little fantastical creatures in there. And you put the monocle over it, and he's like, "Oh, you should go discover what this thing does." And you go to the world, and it's all about the creature that you're discovering and analyzing, and you get there and you don't know what this creature does, and you're just trying to figure out what it does and how to finish the level, and it's a puzzle platformer using the creatures and their abilities, so every level's a little bit different. So like, for instance, like one level has this little frog that blows bubbles, and you go there and you're like, what the fuck do I do with this frog, right? And you just start discovering or completing goals in the level, and you don't even know you're doing
it. Frog, it turns into a prince, John.
Well, the frog blows bubbles, okay? And then you discover that if you jump into the bubble, you can float up real high. And then you start discovering, oh, well, but the bubble pops, so if I hover and wait for another bubble, I can go even higher. And then you realize if you pick up the frog and run around, like he'll start throwing like bubbles everywhere, and you can start hopping from bubble to bubble to bubble to get to higher up places to get coins. And while you're doing all of this stuff, though, you're completing goals that you don't even know exist in the level, right?
Okay.
Like for instance, there was one level I just did that had these exploding little ball guys, and I had to jump on 12 of them or in a row or 10 of them in a row, and then I get a star. But you don't know that's a goal until you like do it. And so it's like a playground with all these different creatures, and you're just experimenting on these tiny.
You got to use your imagination for a lot of it and just kind of play around with everything. Yeah. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
So you can't die in it. I haven't experienced any kind of boss. I'm halfway through the game. I kind of regret buying it, but I keep playing it. So
what do you do other than jump
Every
on bubbles?
John hate plays all his games. He doesn't play the ones he likes. He plays the ones he hates.
Yeah, he won't kill a boss in Crimson Desert.
It was a long weekend. It was raining. I didn't get a lot of
These
deck
sound like
mode
excuses.
time. And I kept playing
it's like you fucked somebody at a bar at 3
I
a.m.
like Yoshi,
late,
though.
I was drunk.
I like Yoshi. I mean, he's a good guy.
You shouldn't have to say it. She's like, it was fun. I played. There's always, he's kind of nice, you know.
I like him. The world's, handcrafted. It looks like a watercolor.
John, I gotta ask you.
Yeah, go ahead.
With Nintendo games and platforming games that they make, I feel like 10, 20 years ago, these games were made kind of for adults as well as
this
children.
is a kid's game. I think this is a very family-friendly kid game,
But nowadays, all of their stuff is kids. It's like, it's catered to kids. There's no more catering to adults at all in these games, I feel. They're a lot
because
easier.
Adults these days
simpler.
are children. Have you seen the Disney adults?
But
okay?
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm interested in
now.
this. Give me a hard platform or Mario game, and I'll be all over it.
And what I heard about this game was that the 6th chapter, which is the final chapter, the last level in it, is when the game becomes brilliant, and then it's over.
Okay. Who said brilliant? NintendoLife.com?
I read this multiple times that the last level gets so fucking good. And now it's like, it makes me want to like get to that level. I'm on chapter 4 right now. Like, so I'm like, do I keep going and get to unlock chapter 6?
Sounds like they were trying to do an Astrobot thing with like different themed.
It's not Astrobot, not even close. It's not even close.
Astrobot for babies.
No. This is a game of experimentation. There's no risk playing any of these levels. You're not going to die. You can't die. Like if you fall through a level or something, you just pop up with no consequences. There's like these bee things that are the only things that seem to hurt me, but I never get hurt. There's no like life bar or anything. They're just poking at me, and it's annoying when the bees like sting you.
Maybe
like,
at least need a hard toggle. You know,
it's just like
something because something like this could actually be interesting if they were complicated, difficult.
Yeah, I mean, it's a creative, fun game. And you kind of do get some joy when you discover, like
kind of do get some joy. Is not
oh,
how
you
joy
kind
is
of you
described.
kind of do. You
Joy
kind of
is
get some
like-
joy though, because like you'll just start
There's
jumping
no kinda
around.
with joy. It's like it's
John
joy
just
or it's
kind
not
of
joy.
was
He's just
joyous
kinda
all weekend.
I
maybe
sort
a
of
little-
accidentally discovered things that got me
Okay.
stars, and when that happened, I'm like, oh, well, I'm glad I jumped on that thing 10 times for
Was
no
it
reason.
complicated? Were
No.
those things complicated?
No.
No, like complicated to discover. Like, did you have to think that far out of the box, or did you? Is it just something you're going to end up doing anyway?
There's little contextual clues in the map that there might be something here to play around with, you know?
Okay.
But a lot of this stuff, though, there are no fucking clues. It's just a
You're
bunch
not
of
selling
things.
me on this. Kind of maybe
Well, I-
sort of felt joy.
I think this game is a kind of maybe sorta. That's my review. This is a kind of maybe
Let's
sort
quote
of
this.
game.
Let's get IGN to
Yeah.
put this out here.
Like-
Kind of maybe sort of felt joy unintentionally.
It's definitely
10 out of 10.
I mean, $70
Yeah.
is a hard pill to swallow for this game too. Like,
Yeah, and that's 150 Canadian. So Ryan's not doing it.
Yeah.
No.
That's also what's
Yeah.
been deterring me from buying.
Yeah,
these
I don't.
games.
I hear you. That's pricey.
yeah, it's. Oh, and then if you have amiibos and you scan them, the game will tell you your fortune. And
Wow.
so I had a Samus, or actually Donkey Kong amiibo handy, and I tried scanning that, and they said, nope, needs to be a Yoshi amiibo or Baby Bowser or whatever. So I went and got my box of amiibos. It's actually a zip-up question mark box, Michelle. And I
Thanks for
did have a
sharing.
Yoshi amiibo. It was the one made out of yarn. It's not a plastic one. It's like a sewn.
Oh, that's
Oh,
okay. That's,
that's
a
kinda
unique
cute.
one. That's cool. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that is a good one?
I think so.
I
think
never
that'd be-
liked the hard
instead of just a piece of
plasticness
plastic.
of them. Yeah.
Is the Yoshi yarn amiibo? Oh,
What?
Did you just
What are you
eat
laughing?
the yarn?
oh, I just
What do you-
Googled it. I think
What?
it's worth a lot of money.
What's a lot of money? $44 instead of 20.
I don't
What's
know.
what?
Let's see. $684, $137,
Where are you seeing that?
$55 at
Yeah, if something has a range from
GameStop.
55 to 600, the 600 person's smoking crack. So
The
I'm seeing,
green-
I'm seeing $100. So like, it's still,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that's still pretty good.
it's not worth
yeah.
the effort to get fucked over by some
No.
idiot in Idaho on eBay.
So that was from Yoshi's Woolly World. So I just had to go through the exercise of scanning the amiibo to see what my fortune could possibly be.
It said you spent $70 on a shitty game.
And
What'd your
all
fortune
that
say?
happened was they went and then gave me some coins. That was it. It wasn't an
Wow.
actual fortune. Like I wanted it to like tell me something, you know, like the other astronomers
Like,
do.
That's risky though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are they going to
so-
say like tomorrow
Last
you're
one
going to have a
sold for-
shitty day?
$82.
Are you
Last one
serious?
sold.
Loose?
Inbox.
Oh, I don't have the box.
Would you sell it
I don't know.
and get $50?
I'm gonna buy a Chris Craft. No, I'm gonna buy a Chris Craft boat in 2030 when I sell all my amiibos.
Okay. Good luck.
A
Did you get
16
screwed on
footer.
a CPU on eBay? Like you sent it, the guy's like, "This doesn't work," and
Yeah.
he sent you back like a broken CPU.
I never got it
Oh,
back.
that's such
Oh, you never
bullshit.
even got. Yeah, like don't do it now. Like it's for the buyer
No.
only. It's
It
not worth
was. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. But that I
know.
sold it sealed,
Yep.
sealed,
Yeah.
sealed,
Right. They don't care.
and all he did, yeah, it didn't
But
go well.
you shouldn't have gotten your money. He has to prove through PayPal that it was delivered to your house, and you must have
I
not
did.
filed.
No.
What do
Yeah,
you
I
net you
was gonna
back a
say,
brick?
PayPal's pretty good.
It didn't
with
work. He said it
insurance,
didn't work.
so.
And
Right, but you said you
which
never
meant
got
to-
it back, so
which
they shouldn't
I
have
never
given
got
the
it
money back
back.
until you got it back. So you fucked up somewhere in that.
It
loop.
was listen. It was a whole ordeal. Okay.
Yeah, but he had to
It-
provide a
He
tracking
didn't
number.
live in this country.
Why'd you sell it to him in the first place?
That's your
out of
first
country?
red
flag.
That's
No.
a you problem.
No. It was sent to a eBay international distribution
This guy
center
was a
in like
scammer. You got
Missouri.
fucking
Yeah,
scammed.
I got completely scammed. That was a bunch of years ago, and I'll never do that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. That's why don't sell your yarn Yoshis out there, people. It's not worth it. Okay?
I buy
Right.
some stuff off eBay, and I've never had an issue.
No.
Like
Yeah,
authentic
buying is fine, 'cause
gaming
you're
stuff and
protected.
random stuff.
Yeah.
Don't sell.
True. Yeah, don't sell.
That's risky business.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sounds
then-
fun.
James Bond.
All right. Good. What are you drinking?
Yeah. I'm drinking a Narragansett fresh catch.
All right, Ryan. What did you do over there?
Oh, I played
where
Batman
should I,
too.
Should I start with my Warhammer? I guess we can start with the
Sure.
Warhammer.
What'd you
So
play?
this week I played Warhammer Space Marine 2 and Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. Start with Space Marine 2. Warhammer, I've never been into the series. Like John's mentioned about the figurines and workshop and all that. That's all I knew about this series until I jumped in. I always kind of stayed away from these games because I don't know, maybe I was intimidated, I didn't know about it, whatever it was. And I know Space Marine 2 came out not too long ago and people were freaking out about it, thinking it was an awesome game. And it is definitely an awesome game. Excuse me. It's a third-person action shooter.
Hordes
kind of like
mobs, yeah.
Yeah, hordes of mobs. You're going through a pretty linear map and you're just collecting weapons and killing enemies. You're parrying, you're dodging. And it is just an action-packed shit show of explosions and blood and cutting off heads and finishers, and it is an awesome game. It's probably going to continue playing this.
I like playing the co-op campaign with my friends. There's some fun boss fights. So if you guys have never picked this up, I think it's like on sale for 10 now or something. It's also on Game Pass.
Yeah, I think it was like 25 Canadian, so probably like $5.
$17.99 right now. It's probably cheaper on Loaded, and it's also on Game Pass. If you're looking for a fun co-op experience with people, definitely check it out. Or alone, I guess.
Wicked game. Like, I think I grew hair on my chest after playing it.
You got a little more manly after playing Pokemon, I know you said.
Yeah, oh fuck, especially. And then I picked up Dark Tide. Now this one is more, if I had to recommend a game for myself, it would probably be this one. It's like with my zombies history and my roguelike history kind of thing. Warhammer 40k Dark Tide is a first-person shooter, but it's a horde mode ARPG. So you can play kind of like Left 4 Dead with like three other people, and you're just going through level to level to safe zone to safe zone, but you're kind of looting and building your character. There's skill trees involved, there's leveling, there's cosmetics galore. It's another action-packed game. Both these games are gorgeous. Like the art style, the graphics are top notch. I don't know how I've never played these games before. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for any new ones that Warhammer comes out with, especially these like third and first person shooters. Because these are wicked. They're fluid. They run fantastic. They all have what is it? The extra frame generation. They have everything. They've added all this into these older games. Like they're only a few years old, but awesome games. I'm very pleased with them, and they're both on sale. They're both on Game Pass. Check them out. I definitely recommend both of them.
Now, are all these games being developed by all kinds of different developers and published by different publishers?
They're all different developers. That's why I don't understand how they're so seamless, and they all have they all kind of look very similar, and they look very
well. They've got good style guides, apparently.
I said, they force them to follow these rules so everything fits
style
with the
guides,
Warhammer world.
So they're just saying these are the rules of the universe, and you have to follow this. But
are they the same engine? I don't think they're all the same engine.
No. But I'm just trying to get a sense of this. Like, is it like? Is there one developer that dominates all of these games?
Well, I mean, the guys who did Space Marines 2, they are doing the third one because that one had such good results. So I'm going to definitely check that one out too. But no, it's a bunch of different developers. A lot of them you're calling Eurojank or whatever, but they have the Warhammer quality of the world. Like if you're people who know Warhammer front to back, like play them and they're like, they get a lot out of it. And I think that's like required, which is why I've heard like a lot of AAA developers won't sign on to do a game in the world because there's too many like constraints and things they have to
follow,
do. Brand consistency, like Old School is saying, which is actually a good thing. But maybe we don't want them to do it. We don't want Ubisoft to make a Warhammer game anymore.
No, hell no.
No, have they?
No, I don't think so.
It's probably the lowest on the totem pole.
There was going to be a Warcraft game, either, or it was going to be a Blizzard game rather. And I think eventually, obviously, it inspired Warcraft, but they didn't go on to do it at Blizzard. But that would have been interesting back in the day too. All right, so where did you go and what happened? What else over there?
I was in Japan for 2 weeks with my beautiful wife for our honeymoon, and we had a blast. Honestly, loved that country. I loved everywhere we went. We did so much in the span of 12 days over there. We went all over Tokyo, all over Osaka, hopped on Okinawa Island for a little Airbnb, a little bit of a downtime kind of thing, because we were doing like 25,000 steps a day at one point for 5 days straight. So we were pretty cooked by the time we got to Okinawa, but what an amazing trip. We did the Nintendo Museum, which was like I felt like a kid walking around there looking at all the old
That's
Nintendo
cool
stuff. It was amazing.
Have you ever been in Nintendo World Store? Like, is it?
No, John, it's nothing. It's a complete museum setup. They have a massive cabinet set up for every single system.
Right.
Like,
is it a big building? Like what is it exactly?
It's like it looks like just like your average commercial office building from the outside. Like I'd say like 2 to 3 stories tall,
Right.
with like a taller entrance building at the front, and then they have heavy security. Like you can't get onto the premises without showing your pass
Yakuza?
first.
Nobody throwing soup cans
they
at the
have
Mona
guards
Lisa in
out
there.
front. Yeah,
Are they
it's
Yakuza?
crazy.
I bet you they are. Or
hope
ex-Yakuza.
so.
They're fully covered, but they probably are. Yeah, underneath those
Yeah.
uniforms, they definitely had a ton of tattoos. No, but incredible experience, very seamless. You go in. They had cabinets for every individual console, even like set up split between. They had a Nintendo DS console cabinet, and then they had a 3DS cabinet. They had the Wii. They had everything, and they had in little glass cases. Every console opened up in like this 3D, like you can see every component to it all spread out in this little diagram box. Unbelievable experience, really cool. There's no like walkthrough guide, like they don't guide you through anything.
No like headphones and a Walkman that you put on.
There's no. But once you get past like the scenic stuff, like where you're looking at all the history of Nintendo as a whole, and they're constantly adding stuff. There's a bunch of Switch 2 stuff in there now. But once you get past that, you go downstairs.
Is there
it's
a
ton of
Reggie section?
games. No Reggie section. I bought the museum book. It was like $15. It's a nice little memento to have. But you go downstairs and there's games. So once you're out of the museum, you go and you have 10 coins for each person. You get your little amiibo card. They print you off like a plastic card with your amiibo on it and the date, and that's your pass to get through. And there's coins on that card. So you can play all these games. But I noticed they have it set up. They're not the actual old consoles. It's just Nintendo Switch 2 with Nintendo Switch Online and playing all the retro games. So it was cool. We didn't.
Yeah, I guess so, whatever.
It's okay. Like I'm playing my Switch 2 at Nintendo. Like it was just weird. But the cool thing was they had these oversized controllers, like 5 to 6 feet tall and wide,
Giant
for like
chairs.
5 different consoles. Yeah, they had a Wii, a Nintendo 64 controller, an SNES controller, and you can play 2 people on one massive controller and try and beat a level in an old Mario game, or play Mario Kart like with my wife was driving and I was pressing buttons or whatever it was. It's massive. I'll post the picture in the Discord. But yeah, really overall fun time, and we did Universal.
So good stuff at the gift shop. Did you buy like a deck of Hanafudo cards or anything?
No, but they had them. They were pretty cool. Like you can actually make them there. You could do a class and make your own cards. We didn't do it, but it looked really neat. Like they're like watercolored cards or whatever. You know what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it
Really
was
neat,
funny.
really neat
You
stuff.
posted a town you were calling Gooner City or something. I thought those were fun pics that you
City.
posted. They had
So
like
that's-
NTE and naked women everywhere or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, NTE was plastered everywhere.
Yeah.
The entire trip. But that's Akihabara. So that's where you
Okay.
go to find anime stuff, video game stuff, like retro consoles, retro games, anime dolls, all that. You got your maids, like your girlfriend experience things and all that crap. Lots of good food down there too. But we didn't spend much time there. We honestly went there. We were kind of like culture shocked a little bit. And we were like, this is crazy. I got in and out with, I was looking for a particular game that I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy something down there.
Yeah.
And it was just too much for both of us. And like, I know you guys call me the anime guy, but it's really
Did you
not
buy a
my-
big
It was a
pillow?
little overload. Yeah. They probably
little
do custom
over the
pillows
top.
there.
Yeah,
It was a cool looking
100%
city though. It looked like
somewhere.
Blade Runner-y, John. I don't know if you saw the pics,
Yeah.
but it was like just wall
Very
to
cool.
wall screens.
But so I got home, and of course, the day after I got home, Forza Horizon 6 came out, and I was like, I had no idea it was taking place in Japan. And stupid me, I walked by something in Tokyo. We were walking by, and there was these 2 really nice cars. One was like an orange Lamborghini or something, and the other one was like a tuned out like street car, probably like a Honda or a Golf or something. And I didn't even put 2 and 2 together to think that was probably
For
the
Forza,
Forza event. Because
Yeah.
a bunch of creators were out there doing some event. So I guarantee you that was something to do with that. Didn't even bother stopping to look, but came home and I started playing, and it is pretty cool. Okay. I'm not a car guy. I'm not a driving game guy, but it's a fun game. It's a cool racing game. If you enjoy racing games, obviously it's beautiful. You're driving around Tokyo. It's like a mini recreated Tokyo. Like I went to the Sky Tree in real life and I went to it in the game. You can do all that kind of thing. It was pretty cool little kind of come down from the trip, if you know what I mean. It was interesting to hop into that.
Have
But
you
then
seen the Bowie knife guy? Do you know what's going on with that? The Bowie knife 99
Yeah,
guy?
I do. He was ripping me in the first few games.
He
but,
was?
once I got the hang of it, yeah, I didn't see him anymore after that. I turned up the difficulty to 2 above average, not
Okay.
above average. I think it was the one above.
So
that.
you saw Bowie Knife 99? Michelle, do you
Yeah,
know
I
about
did.
this?
Did you not see him?
I don't
No.
know about it. I saw people talking about it, and I was like, I'm tuning out. I don't.
So
I, don't care.
this-
I already
okay,
uninstalled
I didn't know it was
it.
a thing until
It's
like 2 days
real
ago.
it's a
Yeah.
real player, okay?
Okay.
And how this game works is that they want to give you this like authentic experience, like you're playing against other players that are on the map, but they're not really there.
Yeah.
And so when you play the game, the AI learns how you play your style, so that like if I'm in the game and I see Ryan's drive-atar, it's gonna drive like how he really drives when he plays the game, right?
Yeah.
And so it like so
Why
Ryan
is
is like
everyone seeing Bowie Knife?
because
what's the story?
Bowie Knife is this guy, his style is to play as an asshole, okay? And
Okay, so I never knew that it was a real person.
Yes,
but I
and
definitely saw him.
and so Bowie Knife 99 drives like an asshole, and he's trying to grief everybody and crash into them and run them off the wall. And so the AI has learned that it's his style, and the AI has duplicated him multiple times, and so he's everywhere now. And people are losing their shit about it because it's
So when I originally saw this, John, I thought it was an NPC. I thought it was an AI car that they had that everybody was experiencing. But no, it's a person, and I was racing against their ghost or whatever, their AI. That's hilarious. That's actually so
I still
funny.
don't get it because like you see your friends drive avatars and stuff. Why
Yes.
particularly this
But if
guy is
I-
showing
there's
up
al-
everywhere?
there's
Michelle,
also
like me,
other
I have like
guys.
3 friends on
Yeah.
Xbox on my PC. So like I don't.
there's not
I don't
enough.
see-
But
I
why
don't-
are they
it's not
only
enough to
showing this
populate.
one guy if
Well,
millions of people
because
are playing
this
Forza?
guy has developed this style that stands out so much that people are making clips, right? And now it's probably
Right, but he happened to see this one guy people are making clips of. No, he's being forced and thrust upon you. If you,
But he's
there's
probably
no,
being replicated over and over because
Right.
of
But-
like
but
the
you said
play
you
style,
saw
the
his
interaction
name.
with his character. Maybe yeah, I
you
did
saw
100%.
so then he's not being replicated. It's his actual name. It's him.
So Forza Horizon contains
No.
drive avatars. These are bots which train off of
Yeah.
your data, okay? They learn how you drive and behave, and they use your Xbox Live gamer tag. So when so the
So why
the
are
AI
they choosing to make this guy and put him everywhere?
Michelle, I think that like Ryan said, Ryan's got 3 friends list. Well, he needs thousands of people on his map to make it
Thousands,
feel
not the
alive.
No, but
millions
John,
who
but
play
she's saying
the
why
game.
are so
Why
many people seeing it?
seeing
Like why
this
is it
one
not
guy?
random?
They're doing it
Because
every
millions of people playing this game.
Exactly.
What I think is happening is that because this player is so aggressive that people are making clips of it instantly because like what the
aggressive
fuck
can you
just
be and
happened?
stand out? Like he's the only guy riding an ass. Like what,
Yeah,
what is he
can't be,
doing?
right?
This
There's
player,
gotta be a
he's
reason.
incredibly aggressive. Oftentimes, intentionally
He
targets
sounds like a
players.
driver from the Northeast. I've been there. What is this guy doing that's so aggressive?
He's incredibly. Look at the clips. He's like smashing
so
people
what?
on top of their
All
car and
right.
stuff. Like
All right, that doesn't
This-
sound
this
weird.
AI
Something's
agent has-
going on.
Yakker's saying Microsoft made them. It's not a real
Exactly.
person.
Yeah, Microsoft did it, and they're in
Okay,
everybody's
that's what I
game.
thought.
no,
Yeah.
that's not what I'm reading. It's
I don't know.
He's a
yeah,
real
this
person.
is created by Microsoft.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, it
it's a
is.
real
They
person.
put-
It's a
if
real
it's a real
person.
he wouldn't have randomly ended up in Ryan's game. Microsoft did
No,
this.
he's everywhere. No, Bowie. People are trying to find him. He's a real guy.
everywhere. People
It's
are trying
me.
to find him, and he happened to be in Ryan's game. That's not how it
Could be-
works.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Why is he everywhere?
He's a
Because
real
Microsoft
guy.
Put him there.
What?
Yeah.
Microsoft
See,
put
now
him
I don't
there.
know because I
It's a
I
numbers
definitely
game.
remember seeing his name because I tied Bowie knife to Call of Duty Zombies. I was like, because there's a Bowie knife in the game. That's like a big thing. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
funny,
Bowie
Bowie
knife's
knife.
a
That guy must be
but that's a-
zombies. Like maybe my friends list. Somebody's
He's
on
just
my
an
friends list.
AI
name's
bot, and
Bowie
they throw him in
knife.
everybody's game.
No, but he's trained on someone's real play and
I
using.
can see what John's saying. I totally get it. I think that might.
He's been
be the
cloned
case.
though. It's
Yes,
not him.
yes, yes,
But
Michelle.
Microsoft is inserting him into multiple people's games. Okay, what else, Ryan? Before we get
Anyways, yeah, so
Here,
just to tie up
drivatars are
Forza-
NPCs whose
I know
driving
what they
styles
I'm
are
saying
based
that
on the
Microsoft
real
is
life
inserting
data
him
of a
into the
player.
people. If Microsoft inserts like a pool of players and
Yes.
everybody's getting one, they have the asshole player and he's the one. It's not like that guy's
They
one. after it happened
copied
to show up in
him.
his-
They copied
I
him.
get it, dude. I
I get what you're saying,
anything.
Michelle. There's millions of players. How is
Exactly.
everybody seeing the same guy? But
Because Microsoft
to,
put him there. That's it.
to kind of wrap Forza
It's his
up.
AI doppelganger. That's
We
what I'm
know
reading right
that.
here.
Yes,
Okay.
I know.
So what I found interesting, I didn't know Forza was this deep. Like the last racing game I played was like Need for Speed Underground and maybe what is that? The
Gran Turismo?
PlayStation 1 Gran Turismo way
Yeah.
back. Now the tuning in this game is off the charts. Am I like I'm not a car guy at all. I have no idea what I'm doing with any of this tuning, but it's cool.
You have
that can
auto
copy-
tuning.
Yeah, you can auto tune or you can download tunes from other people. I found that pretty cool for me not being a car guy because I was completely lost. I'm like, how am I going to do this drag race? And I would just grab somebody else's tuning and it would fix everything for me. But yeah, other than that, I played so many freaking games. I played a little bit of Batman. I played a little bit of this game called Luna Abyss.
Wait, Ryan, I want to know. I just want to bring this up because Michelle mentioned it too.
Yeah, for sure.
That Batman game's fun as shit. I love
Yeah,
it.
It's getting
fun.
good reviews.
It is
too.
fun.
It's fun. It runs great on the Steam Deck. It looks.
It does. Okay, I thought I was gonna get pranked, but I loaded up on the Steam Deck and it's great. It runs great. I'm
terrific.
like, a lot of people are struggling to run this on a PC. How is it working on my Steam Deck right now? But it was fine. It's completely fine.
I mean, obviously, it looks way better on my PC. Like way
Yeah, of
better.
course. Yeah, of course.
But I've had a lot of good times on it outside on my deck playing, and it's buttery smooth. It's 60 frames with some drops, obviously.
it had to grow on me. I wasn't hooked at first, but
Really?
then once it opened up
Get to
and
the
I
open
started
world.
doing missions and
Yeah.
unlocking stuff, I was like, okay,
It's a
I
playground.
see what this is. It's a very well made game, very fun. I'm going to continue playing it. And yeah, it's excellent. But I wanted to mention this other game called Luna Abyss on Game Pass. It's on Steam as well. It's a first-person shooter, kind of like Saros and Returnal, like bullet hell-y, like roguelike-ish. And you're basically a prisoner on this planet on the Red Moon is what it's called. And you're a prisoner to the All God. And they've gifted you the Mark of Luna. You kind of control another being. Like, you're in prison, but you control from the prison this other being that explores deep into this planet. And it's a big, massive dungeon, and you're crawling through the dungeon to get through the story bits and whatever, and you're just killing off things in the exact same like style as Returnal. Like, I don't know how else to put it. It's very kind of snappy,
Dodging
very
balls.
roguelike-y, dodging balls all over the place, orbs and balls and whatever. Really cool little art style. There was a couple nitpicks. Like, it was very dark outside of the combat areas, and it was like, even if you cranked the brightness up, it was like extremely dark. But once you got into the room with the combat, it was okay. And one other thing was, you're kind of just moving from combat zone to combat zone as opposed to kind of fighting along the way, which kind of took from it. Like, I was bored in between these combat rooms. But other than that, honestly, it's a pretty solid Game Pass game. Like, I don't see a reason to not try it if you have Game Pass, but maybe wait for a sale if you got to pay for it. But it's fully voice acted, pretty cool little story going on with it. But yeah, other than that, I'm drinking an old style Pilsner. And that's about it. All right, John.
Yeah.
I found a little information.
Okay.
Bowie Knife 99 is not a real human.
That's
Not a drive
It's not. So it says in Forza Horizon 6, he's actually a viral, highly aggressive AI drivatar.
nope.
Players frequently encounter him in races where he acts as an unofficial game villain,
Nope.
deliberately ramming competitors and
Nope.
inexplicably winning
I have
races. Blah, blah, blah.
conflicting. I
Hold
have
on.
conflicting
Let me finish, let me finish.
information.
While the Drivatar system creates AI profiles based on real-world player behaviors and Xbox accounts, the exact human whose data formed. Oh, well, now it's counter. What the hell? Now we're all
Exactly,
mixed up.
Ryan. You don't have
It
some
says
gotcha.
it remains untraceable.
I have researched this already. There's no gotcha. You come here with your gotcha.
Oh my gotcha.
People are being
No
stupid
gotcha.
pretending
And
he's
Michelle
real,
thought
Yacker
this was
says.
a
Google got
gotcha.
me too.
It is
It's
a gotcha.
real.
Microsoft
There's
created
no
him. They put him in
gotcha.
every game. They're
No,
trying to
Bowie
create
Knife is
lore about
real.
Bowie 99.
And right now,
who gives a shit?
Bowie is
But
working.
no one knows who he is.
Yeah.
I don't want to know who he is.
There is an IRL Bowie Knife, and he's working
Yeah,
right now.
shit, now I'm back
No,
on
he's
this
not.
side. Okay.
Yes.
Some guy is in his basement.
Yes, he is.
He
He's
is
not.
Bowie Knife 99, and
He
he
can
is.
make
He
a
is real. He's real.
He's
It's
not
a real
There's got to
guy.
be some ranking system within their Drivatars. To
Microsoft is
put
putting
them
him
on
everywhere.
more and more
No.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's
I
in
can see
Ryan's
that
game.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're making a little thing about him.
No,
No,
it's
John,
based
it's
on
not
a
real. Old school says.
Yeah, they're
I'm gonna go with what
driving
old school
views
says.
and
Old school's
people
usually right.
talking
He's a
about
smart
it.
guy. I'm gonna go with old school. All right, let's move on. You ready to talk about Bond?
No, this is not. We're not doing this.
But John,
We
think
can't
about it.
put this
It would be
information
genius.
out
It's
there.
genius marketing. Everyone's talking about it.
I
Why
wouldn't
wouldn't
say
they
genius.
put it on
let's not
everybody's game?
go too far here.
It's
No, but
genius.
like-
But no, Bowie.
You know what I
is-
Some asshole on the road
Bowie
in a game.
Knife's a genius.
He's the genius. This guy.
Why? Because he's ramming cars? Like what? He's
'Cause
the
he's like-
asshole for medium difficulty.
Yeah.
Yacker says. There's probably a different asshole on hard.
No.
It's
Bowie,
Frank 69.
Bowie's the guy. Okay.
Fuck Bowie.
All right, let's get into this. All right, we're going to do a round table.
Yeah.
If you guys have never joined us before, a round table is a very, very serious game
God.
review with steps and there's checklists.
Yeah, what was Michelle's name?
Well,
I like a name redo, please.
okay, well, here, I if you want to get into this, the top 10 funniest James Bond names. Number 1, Pussy Galore from Goldfinger, Michelle.
Yep, I
so,
remember that one.
so your name is not a stretch, just so we're clear, okay? So
Let's
on
not
Moon,
say stretch with pussy. I didn't.
okay,
I didn't
in
have
the movie-
children,
in the
so
movie-
there's no problems down there. All right.
in the movie Moonraker, we had Dr. Holly Goodhead. Okay, again,
Oh, that's a good one.
Your name,
least you're getting a
not a
compliment.
stretch. Okay, and Diamonds Forever, there was Plenty O'Toole. Okay, in Goldeneye, there was Xenia on a top.
Well, you know what's a stupid name? You know what a stupid name is? Moneypenny. What the hell is that?
All right,
don't
that's a very
know.
traditional British name. Chew Me was in Man with Golden Gun. Doctor Octopussy was the name of a James Bond movie from
They really like
1983.
pussy, don't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. So your
let's
name,
use it
Michelle,
again.
not a stretch. Okay.
I mean, it's not a stretch. I just don't like sloppy. Galore could
Okay.
be good, but
well,
sloppy,
we already have Pussy Galore.
right?
So
English
what do you-
Scottish surname. Wow. Moneypenny. Never heard that before.
exactly. That seems very obvious to me.
I've never heard of a money penny in real life. What are you talking about?
Never heard
What do you
of
mean?
that.
That's like
But it's
something.
real. It
That's
is
right
real.
out of a fucking Dickens novel.
never
You're
heard
not just because
Moneypenny.
you don't read.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you reading? Your
That's
fucking
right out
shoe
of a
size? You're
Dickens
not
novel.
reading shit.
Okay. That's out of a. I read
John's too
Money
great.
Penny.
Great
Because
Expectations.
you were alive at the time, Ryan. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
And Money Penny is not a known name like
Sure it
Smith
is.
or Brown. Oh, you don't know Money Penny? Where the hell have you been?
Well,
My-
all right. All right.
What's
So
the table shaped like? That's my
well,
favorite part of the round table. What do we
Is there
got
a red,
here?
like a
Is
red
it a
velvet
gun?
tablecloth on it? with,
no,
like,
I think it's a
gold-
martini glass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
the
it's a
shape-
drooping
oh,
eye because I can't
yeah.
stand the way this James Bond looks.
All right. So let's
That's
set the
another
table.
topic.
It's
Yep,
it's
we're
a
here.
it's a glass. It's a glass table. I mean, the base is a martini glass. It has a glass top on it. If we
Okay.
look down, we can see
Is it
ice
like one
and
of those
gin.
tables where the guy was
Yeah.
watching girls shit? What do you mean it's a glass table?
Yeah. But if
Okay.
we look into it, you can
Yeah.
see the gin.
Oh, that's a big green olive in
Big
there.
olive
Wow.
in there.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
shaken, not stirred, of course.
Okay.
And it's a dirty martini.
All right.
And all right. So all right. Well, okay. I want to talk about this because I'm curious because
Where'd you get it, John?
well, we got a code. I got a code. I mean, we all got a code, I believe.
This roundtable is sponsored by Loaded.com, where you can get the first
Yeah.
007 game with the free deluxe upgrade and pre-order
Yes.
bonuses. And so you got to play a day early if you did that today.
Yes. All right. So
Which is today.
I want to talk about our background with James Bond, the movies and games too, if you want.
Sure.
Michelle, like, what is your history
wouldn't
with
say
this
I'm
series?
a Bond person.
Yeah.
You know, they were around when I was a kid, and I saw Pierce Brosnan and stuff. I never knew any of the other ones or the older ones. Really,
Right.
wasn't a thing.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
about the same. Pierce,
Dan-
Goldeneye.
I did
Yeah,
like
Tomorrow
the
Never
new one
Dies,
with
all
Daniel
those.
Craig. At first, I was
Yeah.
a little uncomfortable with a blonde Bond. Okay, I was like,
No.
this guy doesn't look like Bond. But then he, Casino Royale. I went I went to the movies and I saw it. So I think I'm normal, average history with Bond, right, Ryan? Would you say yourself there too? Like you're not hugely into
Pretty
it, but you know of
average.
it? Yeah.
Goldeneye through maybe Quantum of Solace. I think I might have seen some of
Okay.
Skyfall, but before that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Gaming wise, Goldeneye. There was one other one. Maybe it was the remake. I forget. It was.
There was
Pierce Brosnan on a motorcycle game was good. Whatever one that one was, John.
there was a
forget
James
which
Bond
one the
game
second one
that
was.
came out like on the 360 or something. I fucking loved.
That was popular.
That, I think that's the one that I played. yeah.
Watching my friends play GoldenEye, of course, split
Yeah.
screen. That's about
And
it.
I gotta stand up for this because everybody always praises GoldenEye, the original one on the 64. It does not hold up today. It is
No,
so
it doesn't.
freaking shit.
It truly. listen. I mean,
I
I'm-
loved that game when I
I-
was a kid.
I
When you were a
consider
kid,
myself-
It was good.
yeah,
That's right.
I consider myself a James Bond guy. Now, I don't know all the trivia of James Bond, but it's been around my life, around me my entire life. And like in the 80s and stuff, they were constantly playing the Roger Moore movies on TV, like late at night, like on NBC or whatever with commercials. And I would watch all that shit. But honestly, I didn't really get crazy into James Bond until GoldenEye. Like that was like my era, because that stuff was like from the 60s, the old stuff, right? And Pierce Brosnan to me was like the best James Bond ever. He just seemed like James Bond. Mm-hmm. But then as I got older, I went back and started buying all the movies and revisiting Dr. No and all that shit. And like Roger Moore was the one that was always on fucking TV when I was a kid. But really, Pierce Brosnan and GoldenEye is when I really got crazy into it. And GoldenEye on the N64 was a big fucking deal, Ryan. Okay?
Yeah, it was massive.
It was a
massive
big
deal.
fucking deal. And I bought that game on my honeymoon.
In 1997.
That's crazy.
I didn't have the N64 with me. I read those rules, the directions, 7,000 times on the plane, all excited to play that game. And to me, that game was just like mind blowing. I had my friends always coming over. We'd play split screen. Like GoldenEye was it. Right, and in the movie too. But then the later games, like there was one 360 game and I think a GameCube one that I kind of liked.
Agent Under Fire, that's the one I played. That was GameCube and PS2.
There's a 360 one too that I really liked. It might have been Quantum of Solace.
Mm-hmm.
The 360 one, that was Wii. Quantum Solace was Wii, it says. Maybe it was on 360 as well. But the 360 one I'm seeing is the GoldenEye
It might be
Reloaded.
GoldenEye Reloaded. I finished
that one as well.
finished one of those. I remember when I did it. It was on the 360. I'm pretty positive.
What we should be saying is what's your history with Hitman games, because this was created by the Hitman people.
Oh my
Would you
And
stop
it's
going to
more
the
like a
finish
Hitman
line?
game
Oh
than
my
a-
God,
than a
she goes
Bond.
right. She goes
Yeah,
right to the
this is
finish
it,
line.
all right?
There,
Look, I'm not the one buying a game on my honeymoon, okay?
There's
Just like Bowie Knife 99.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right here.
What do you mean? I was in a mall. It was there. It was just came out.
On a mall. I'm going to leave the bed. All right, let's talk about this game. 007 First Light.
I know you went right to the finish line, so we all know what's
I
going
didn't say
on
anything
here.
about this game.
No finish
okay?
line.
I said nothing.
Why-
There's no
why is
finish-
It's
everybody-
like, Michelle, you put stuff in your bag of tricks, and it can stay in the bag
Look,
until
I'm
you
the
need
world's
it.
most impatient person. I don't see
Okay,
a reason
but
to
you
just,
can put it
let's
in
whip
the
out.
bag.
Let's talk about it.
Okay?
Okay, let's talk about this game. This is what people came to listen to. I've had many people say, what does John think of this game? They're relying on you, whether they should spend $70, John.
Well, all right,
let's go.
I'm
let's
here.
get into it.
Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, now I want to say full disclosure. Before we played this, I was really worried that it was going to be Hitman with hair. Okay, because
Okay.
like on paper, Hitman should be my favorite series. It has realistic locations. It's got sniping and killing, but at the end of the day,
You like
stealth.
hiding in bushes? I don't
At
see
the
why.
at the end of the day, stealth is not my bag. Is what I was getting at, Michelle. But
They're not
the
mine
aes-
either. I'm
the
tired
aesthetic-
of crouching in a bush.
I am too. The aesthetic of the world is great in Hitman. You know, you get some fun toys, some amazing set pieces. So I
Yeah.
was worried that, and all of those Hitman games are so slow and
Yeah.
clunky too, the way the guy moves and stuff. It's
Yeah.
just not like, so I was worried going into this that we were going to get the Hitman with the hair game, right?
I was too. I was also worried because I didn't particularly think this Bond looked cool.
Yeah. Now we should let's set up the background of the story a little bit, because this is a prequel to all the James Bond movies. Okay, he's not a 00 agent yet. He's like a very young military cadet kind of guy, right? And he gets thrown in this situation. He excels in it, and then they want to recruit him. Okay, now obviously this is breaking some rules because the original movies took place in the 60s and the books in the 50s, whatever. This takes place in modern day. Does that bother you at all? Because it was a prequel.
No.
It would be like 1950 something.
It does, but I think they were scared to touch the 50s with the way men
Yeah.
and women interact. And I think that they went a route which didn't make it feel very Bondish to me.
Well, it does and it does. Now, Michelle, there were some times in the game that did surprise me where
And it
he's
should have been
shagging
like Bond's
but
son
he-
or something if
but,
it's the
but
future.
he
I don't
shagged
know.
a woman. He's
Shagged?
drinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is like
Yeah,
Austin
but it was
Powers.
like
or
it was a one. It was like a you press
It's like
Q for a quick
like
time
a
event.
3-second cutscene.
Yeah.
I know, but they threw it in there because everything going into this game was saying that, you know, he's not a womanizer, he's not a dinosaur, he's not a relic of the past, he's not a, misogynist
But that doesn't mean
womanizer.
he's
or whatever.
celibate, John. The guy had sex. He didn't beat a woman with.
Well,
What
I was surprised they threw that
how
in there.
dare he.
Now,
They-
now, the problem that a lot of people have too is that the entire staff that's bossing him around are women.
They're women. Yeah, I noticed that right away. I was doing a little United Colors of Benetton count, looking around, like, okay, woman. Oh, there's a guy, but it's an
there's
old
a lot
Asian
of-
man in Britain. What is happening? It's
Yeah.
There's a lot
definitely
of
got a
directed
little bit of
women
that
in
in
the
there.
Bond movies, though. There's always a woman that's in charge.
No, I know Dame
another.
Judy Jen
Yes, but
has
they
been
went
his,
full on.
has been his boss
All
the
three of
last
them,
so
yeah.
many movies, right? So, like,
But
'cause
none
pro-
of this is going to factor into what I think of the game,
Yeah.
though, by the way. I don't give a
No.
shit if the guys, I mean, I
No,
think
I
the
don't
character
either.
model looks like shit. I don't care about it, whatever. Like, I want to talk straight up about this actual gameplay.
all right, I
Because you
want
start off-
Michelle. Let's
Graphics, are we doing?
checklist. Yeah.
Okay.
See, thank you.
The graphics, I wasn't as blown away as I was told I would be. And I have a pretty high end PC. I know, Ryan, we have similar ones. I think it looks
Yeah.
okay, but on Max,
It looks fine for
wasn't,
today.
like,
It doesn't. It's
blowing
nothing
me away.
groundbreaking.
Yeah. Now I have to tell you guys something.
What's that?
I played this game about 3 hours
Okay.
before the show came out today,
Yes.
exclusively on my Steam Deck.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
really?
Yeah.
How does it run?
And-
Were you that review I saw on Steam?
What? No.
No.
Why? What did it say?
No, there's a few reviews on Steam saying it runs okay on the deck.
Well,
But,
I mean, I played it on my 1080p TV outside on my deck. The game was running at 720p, and I was getting almost 60 frames all the time.
That's good.
That's impressive.
And I said to myself, I'm just going to try it out here just to try it. And then if it's shit, I'm going downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up just staying outside and playing it on my Steam Deck the whole time because it was such a beautiful day. And I'm just saying, and I played it with a controller. I'm curious how much. By the way, starting a game with controller or vice versa and then switching, I hate because I don't know what the controls are for the fighting and on the keyboard.
Well,
Do
I
you?
mean, for the first 3 hours, what are you really doing? I mean, the game.
Yeah,
like,
you're not doing much.
You're
because
pressing W.
This
you're
is like
pressing
Harry.
F.
Well, there's some like, little stealthy
There's
things in the
quick time
academy.
events do feel a bit relic-ish to me at this point, and there's a lot
I
of yellow
agree.
paint
That's
and yellow
too
ropes
much.
and
No,
white
Michelle,
ledges. and
it's
quick
white
time
paint
events
and it's
movies
actually
and-
There's blue paint and yellow and white, whatever it is.
It's white.
right there.
There's white mold. They did
I
a
gotta
lot of
tell you,
mold
the
and blankets.
the tutorial,
and-
the intro of this game is about 3 hours. I think I played about 2.5 hours. I was
Yeah.
bored to tears. That's me. I think a
Michelle,
lot of people are
I
going to love
played-
this, but
I don't know. I played. Well, people do love it for some reason. I
Yeah.
can't seem to find it. I'm about 5 hours in,
oh,
and there is still no action.
still no. Okay.
where
I'm
are you
reading
in?
these
Where
Steam
are you in the
reviews.
game?
I'm almost done the mission where they're what is it? You're at that event and you're trying to find the guy that you're following the bellhop
You're at-
to the basement.
in
you're
the
at the-
hotel.
You're at
Yeah,
the
in
dance.
the
You're at the
hotel.
dance party.
Yes.
Well, that's
No,
where I am.
not at the club.
No, there's a
at
part
the-
after that I
the
turned
chess-
it off
the chess
before.
tournament.
Yes, she said you're going to go to the chess tournament. I didn't go, but and it's like in Slovakia or something.
So there is no action so far. Where is the action?
There
I'm
isn't
reading
because it's
reviews of
Hitman
people-
with hair, and the
Well,
whole game is
Michelle,
stealth, and
these
James Bond is
trailers have
stealth.
all been jumping out of helicopters, flying cars off cliffs, and I'm reading these
They're
reviews, and people
cutscenes.
are 1.9 hours into the game. They write a review saying this is Bond,
Well,
Bond,
you-
Bond is back. It's
you
all
wanna know
action.
something?
Fake paid
I have to
bullshit.
say this.
This is not.
I need to say this because everything I've heard and read about this game.
Is nothing like the game you played.
Well, no. All takes place in the first 3 hours of the game. Okay, so all the things I've done are things I've read about people talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
where
I
is
never.
this action coming
well,
from?
the
that
combat
Ryan-
bar
talking about?
fight, the fisticuff shit. I mean, is that
With
action?
the left click, spam left click to win. Like,
People are
there's
Well,
saying the
there is
combat
nothing
feels
to
so
it.
good.
There's a dodge thing, like
Yeah.
there's a dodge and a parry and all that.
Oh, this feels
standard
like Arkham.
shit.
Yes,
That's
but
everybody's
you don't
go-to.
need to use
This
it.
is like
it's
Arkham.
no
combat.
Lego Batman is Arkham.
Yeah, well, actually, Arkham is credited. They were a
Yeah.
part of it with Lego
I know,
Batman,
I know.
so that actually
I
makes
know,
sense.
but-
Here, no.
All
Old
right.
school. So like I know when during Crimson Desert when that came out, everyone was like, "Oh, you shouldn't have to play 4 hours to get to the game's meat and potatoes."
But you didn't.
Like at least in Crimson Desert, there was lots of stuff you could do. You can go straight into the action if you want to.
Yeah.
With this, where is it? I don't want to play another 2 hours to get to that good stuff.
It's only a
This is James
15-hour
Bond we're talking
game,
about.
so if you're 5 hours in and you haven't felt the action of James Bond, I don't think it's coming.
No,
I
okay.
don't.
I'm going to
It's
agree
gotta
with
be
you
the
because
trailers.
I felt like when I was playing the game today that it was a job, and
Yeah.
there was so much narration and
I felt
voice
sad
acting.
playing
And,
this game. There were
Yeah,
no
like
accidental moments of joy that you had in Yoshi, John.
but here's the thing. But like, I will say this though: the set pieces are here. Okay, the Hitman set pieces, like the first level,
Hitman, not Bond, though.
I know, but like it's you could tell that it's made by the IO
Says,
Interactive.
why are they getting 8 and 9s everywhere? I don't know. Maybe we're gonna get yelled at from our listeners who love it, but the reviews are positive. People love it on YouTube. They like it on IGN. Whatever.
I'm conflicted
they like it on
about this
Steam.
game. Like
everywhere,
it's just not
is
for
a
me,
9
I
or
guess.
an 8.
But you guys are saying a lot of what I'm saying, so I don't know.
Everything I've experienced is very linear, and the action's constantly stopping with fucking dialogue, which I'm tired of, quite frankly.
Yeah.
We expected the linear, like,
and it's
it to be
almost
very
like this
linear,
Harry
right?
Potter, like they're all going to like spy school or something. Like does that stop? By the way, the whole spy school thing that's going on.
I'm gonna have to play more because I want to know if it does become that game that I saw in these trailers and that all these people are talking about. It's just.
But what is the game that you're looking for though? Because as far as I can tell, this is like an Uncharted style stealth game.
I mean,
No,
I
but
saw
I
actually-
want to.
People are calling
Michelle,
it Rise
want
of the
game
Shadow
that
of the Stranding of the Uncharted Duty of Us. So I think that if you like Uncharted, I could maybe see you liking this. A little bit
Uncharted
less gameplay.
Uncharted was jumped right into the adventure.
Yeah.
Though. You are running through shit, shooting QTEs that actually make sense. Like there was action in Uncharted. This is very slow. You're walking around listening to conversations, trying to find a room key card on the 3rd floor to bring it down to the basement to get
it feels
listen to this.
Which I hate, by the way, Ryan. That's
formulaic.
That's Hitman bullshit that I hate, by the way.
I feel like I've done this 100 times in a Hitman game. It doesn't feel fresh. It doesn't feel new. But you know what? I went in not expecting anything, so I'm not let down. I feel like if you're a huge Bond fan, though, which I would consider you, John, you're not getting anything out of it, even from that aspect. Wow, do you just not like him either?
Well, I mean, listen, there's things about it that are familiar to me because it's the James Bond universe, but I'm not buying that I'm playing a James Bond game. Now, I know that James Bond has evolved over years, but even Daniel Craig and his little universe, over time, like I actually really like Daniel Craig, right? And and Dame Judi Dench is a departure from the male M's that were before her, but she works because she's like this older.
She has a sense of authority. Yeah.
Yes,
it wasn't a problem.
Yeah, so like I'm not buying like the supporting characters that he has.
I see a review here. It's just a linear move L experience. So not all of the reviews are selling it. Some people are saying what we're saying.
Well, people are saying it's like 10, a 10, a 10, a 10, a 10, a 10, a 10. I'm not seeing a 10. So I love that.
No.
You're not seeing the 10 reviews?
No, I'm not seeing that it's a 10 at all.
No,
for
it's
me,
not a 10.
It felt painful to play it, but I'm willing to accept that not every gaming experience is for me. But, I was hoping, okay, after the 3 hours you start playing. But
it's
Ryan
slow.
playing 5 says no.
Yeah,
that makes me not want to play
Michelle.
anymore. I don't want to play anymore.
I'm sad, like, this might not be my game, but I went into it kind of optimistic. I was like, okay, I didn't know. And then all this hype came up. It was like 10, whatever. And I was like, okay, this actually might be something I might enjoy. I started watching trailers, and it is all guns blazing, explosions, all
like
that.
Mafia,
that is
the
what
last
I
Mafia
wanted.
game, I thought it would be like.
but
There was
Ryan-
even more gameplay there, like we were saying.
Yeah, there was.
But that stuff is in this game, at least what I've experienced.
One
but it's
little
in the
mission for
cutscenes.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
like-
cutscene. Okay.
There, other than that first
The
intro
car
on the
driving
island,
stuff, the
when you're
boat
the
driving.
soldier,
Yeah.
that's like the only, and I wouldn't even call it spectacular. That's the only bit of action you get until you leave the academy, which is 3 hours later.
Well, the Academy has the built-in stealth mission at the end that is more epic. And by the way,
Speaking
stealth,
of, John,
stealth
I
totally
ran-
optional.
Yeah, I
killed everybody, which makes no sense, by the way.
I didn't do a single thing. I didn't pick up a single item. I ran to the flag.
Yeah.
I didn't die. I didn't get shot. Like I got shot at, but it didn't hit me. I maneuvered my way through that whole maze to get to the top of that thing, and it didn't care that I didn't take advantage
I'm
of any of the game's
uninstalling this
mechanics.
game.
So
Hate
Stealth
me if
is-
you want out there, guys. I'm not playing this shit anymore.
Stealth is completely optional in this game, which, I mean, I think back about the James Bond movies.
Have you ever seen James Bond squatting? The guy's wearing
that's what I'm
suits. He
saying.
doesn't squat.
He's not a stealthy
There's
guy.
women squatting in front of him. He doesn't squat. I don't know
like
about this
he's
game.
like you go
This
back to the
doesn't
original
feel
James Bond.
Bond-ish.
He's a bar brawler kind of guy in a suit.
Well, they're doing
you know?
that here. They're doing that here, but they mixed
What?
it with the whole stealth thing. They're relying too much on
But
stealth.
every
in this
time
game.
James Bond did stealth in a movie, he got caught, and then he's like attached to a table, and he's gonna get cut in half with a laser, or sharks are gonna eat him or something. Like
he's too good to squat. Badger says, "I agree. This guy's not
well,
squatting.
he always
doesn't
gets
bend
caught.
down.
Every time he does stealth, he gets caught.
His
to
pants
a
are too
lean.
tight.
He's not bending. That's some bitch
Yeah.
shit. But this
No.
Bond
The
is
one
kind
thing
of
I found
a
that
bitch.
was kind of Bondy was like when you do approach someone, like you said stealth isn't an option. It's not.
You could talk your way
optional.
out of it.
You can talk
yeah.
your way out of it.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
kind of interesting
cool.
way of like, it's a cool
More
Bondy
realistic
way to
with
do
Bond.
it. Like,
And
more
thank God
realistic.
you don't have to hide fucking bodies.
Well, that's two
yeah.
hitman picking
Thank
up people
you,
throwing them in
Jesus.
dumpsters. How many times can I
Thank
do
you,
that?
Jesus. You
Throw
know,
'em in
like
the bush.
yeah, I don't want to put a guy in the closet. Okay.
Well,
I just
they're-
got out of
in
it.
one of the Bond games, they were in the closet. I was on like a gay cruise. I was throwing a guy in a dumpster, and like they
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
recognize me because I put
Oh,
a
the
hat
Hitman,
on
you
and
mean?
covered my
Hitman,
bald
yeah.
head. Like all of a sudden, you don't know who I am because I'm not
the
bald
Hitman
anymore.
cruise ship in the
Yeah.
last game. That
It
little
was
like
so stupid. I don't like those disguises though do work on most people. I think especially men. If women change their hair like a wig, they don't recognize them. So I guess maybe
Yeah.
that. But like
yeah, but he
Very
just puts on like
binary.
a chef hat, and they're like, oh,
yeah,
hello,
exactly.
chef.
They're just like
this
same
one-
guy.
Oh, hello, chef.
this one,
Please
he's
come
just
right
in
in.
He's in the club and they're like, you have no access to this back room. And he walks around the corner. You pick up a tray. You don't change your appearance at all.
Yeah.
And you go up to the
Because
same
you have a
guy.
tray, you're
Right.
clear.
Just lets you
Right this way, monsieur.
Oh, he's got
Okay,
a tray.
got a
This guy's
disguise
official.
on.
Let him in. He's got hors d'oeuvres. Well, look, I'm sorry. This wasn't a very in-depth review that we love, but I
Well,
have
what do you
nothing
want to
good-
talk about? All right,
I
let's
mean,
let's
do we
talk
have-
for real.
What's the most
gameplay.
positive thing we can say about this game?
There's no like skill tree. There's no RPG elements.
The women aren't ugly.
Aren't
Aren't.
They're as
So that's
ugly
a
as we
positive.
thought, right? I think they
the
prettied
women
up
are
Moneypenny
ugly
a little
or are
bit.
not ugly?
Are not ugly.
John is
Okay.
disagreeing.
Well, there's a couple. Like, I like the Eastern European brunette or whatever. Like the Russian kind of. I
The
guess
woman
not
in the black dress. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the one he shags.
No.
Please don't
Oh.
say shag.
You may
in my
not have been here.
presence.
There's a lady you
Yeah.
may meet later that
It's like
kind of
Austin
walks you
Powers,
through
Michelle.
a mission. But yeah,
I don't think any
anyways.
woman's talking to this guy.
He's
Bad.
a good. He's got a really high collar on his jacket, by the
He doesn't-
way.
he
I
can't
wanted
pull it
to
off,
pop
though.
that damn
I
collar.
want to put it down. He
But
can't
why
pull it
does he
off.
have like this giant like 70s Elvis collar going up?
I don't know. It's not
James
right.
Bond never did that. Like,
He's a frat boy.
no, it's not a Ralph Lauren collar. It's
It's
like,
like
a
the what is it? The fleece internal.
It's like
with
a-
the leather jacket on the outside. Yeah,
Like a bomber jacket.
like a bomb.
no, it's not
yeah,
a bomber
kind of,
jacket.
not a
No.
bomber.
It's not a preppy jacket. It's like a fucking like
The
Where are the
aviator
people
jacket,
who love
like
this
a-
game? I haven't met any personally. My sister played it. She goes, "What's fucking going on with this game? It won't start." I said, "I don't know what to tell you. You guys don't like it. I don't know anybody like personally that likes this game,
Michelle,
but everybody
perfect
on the
ten.
internet does."
Perfect 10.
We
I
were
don't know what's
joking in the
happening.
Discord. We were joking like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm 3 tutorials in."
Yeah.
But the game's about to start, and we're like, haha, there's going to be another tutorial. And then there was another tutorial.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you kidding me? There's like freaking 3 hours of.
Yeah.
You should have been
Let's-
thrown
all right.
into action, and it should have picked up from there. Don't
Let's-
teach me how to squat. Don't.
I want to talk
can't
about
take
some
it anymore.
details of the gameplay just to do our due diligence here.
Okay.
So he has an Omega watch, which by the way, I always wanted an Omega Seamaster because of James Bond. Never got one. Another story.
Why don't you
But
just get one? What's the big
it's
deal?
too late now. I can't go back to an analog watch. But anyway, so you have an Omega Seamaster. You have an Omega watch. You get to pick your color when you start out. I was into that very much. Didn't like the leather band. Prefer stainless.
This is
but
what we're
whatever.
talking about. You said let's talk about the gameplay. You're talking about a
I know,
watch.
I know, but there's a point to it. So the
Yeah,
watch
this
is
is
your
the gadgets,
the watch is
yeah.
your gadget, okay, and you can kind of like see through walls and also hack electronic devices, and you open doors and hack computers, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same, but it has a limited battery life, and so you're constantly going around picking up hair dryers, Michelle, to
Batteries,
to
yeah.
recharge your fucking watch. Okay, make it make sense. I don't know, but one of the items is
I don't
a
want to
hair
think
dryer.
about hacking with James Bond once again. It just feels like the
Yeah.
time period was
Well,
a miss for
James
me.
Bond-
like Watch Dogs tossed in, you know.
No, James Bond always had gadgets. Okay, he always
sure, but
did.
he wasn't like
Yes,
hacking.
he did.
He wa-
Yeah, but that's
just-
what
Yeah.
that's what this new era. They're in the modern
Yeah.
21st century.
Okay,
Exactly.
so then you do have a cell phone that can shoot poison darts. That's, you know, and then you also have to find the poison on the map and then put it in the cell phone. I don't know why they wouldn't put the poison in the cell phone for him before he goes out, but you have to somehow find the poison on the map to load it
I'm
up.
sure there's plenty more gadgets, but what
Yeah,
I
I
found
know.
weird, John, you pull out the watch to pull out the lighter or the phone or the camera. Like,
Right.
It's, I don't know. There's a camera that stuns them, so it blasts them back like a 2 feet, and there's a lighter that's like a smoke bomb. Like there are cool gadgets,
But he has like
gadgets,
implants in the beginning. He gets like implants in his eyes or something that
lenses,
that allows him to see what the watch
I
is
got up a
controlling.
bunch of times during this game, guys. I was cooking. I couldn't take it. It was painful for me to play. Like I was so
I took
bored.
3 breaks.
It
as
hurt
well.
me. Did you get up? Like, how did you guys sit there?
I
this
did. I
whole
went
time?
and laid on the
Yeah.
couch between the first intro
Yeah,
and
you
the
would-
tutorial, and then I took a break halfway through the tutorial. So.
You can't play this for 5 hours straight. You would kill yourself. Like, just be like a warning.
Well, I
This
played
game
it for
needs a
3
warning.
hours straight, and honestly, I couldn't. And I stopped it
You
and
were
played
outside
Yoshi.
though. Yeah.
I know, but I literally stopped because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play at least 4 hours for the show. I have time to do that. But I played 3 and I got sick of it. And I stopped and went to Yoshi, and I was kind of feeling okay
Yeah.
playing Yoshi. But I was
Yeah.
It's a good napping game.
I'd rather play Yoshi.
John's playing Yoshi, a game that he hates.
Eric says, "How did this game get such good reviews? Everywhere I look, it's a 10."
we
Eric,
don't know what's happening with
I
the
feel
reviews.
you.
Do you understand what's happening right now?
I don't get it.
No reviews make any sense anymore.
I'm gonna make it my sole purpose this week to get to the action, whether it's beating the game or just playing another
Good.
4 hours. I will
Revisit
do
it.
it just to see, because I have to see. I have
Ryan,
to find
listen
out.
to me.
Because
Listen
we're gonna
right
get
now.
yelled at. You guys didn't play the game.
Ryan.
I beat it, and
No,
it's actually
listen.
a 10.
Ryan, okay, you know the last like mission in the boot camp, whatever, where you have to get the flag on top of the roof?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's the whole fucking game. I think every level is going to be like that. That's where all the action is. It's stealth, right?
You know what? I think it's gonna be a mix of that, but like, so the very first mission, the actual one at that hotel,
Yeah.
that's what I think majority of the game is gonna be. Straight
And
up
how-
hit
and
man.
how
It's
different
a game
is
for
that?
non-gamers. I
How
said. We're
different
getting
is
too many
that?
Of these.
But
There's
the thing,
no action. You're just listening to people, finding clues, going to the next area. I'm sure at the end of this big event that I'm at, there's going to be an action scene.
You know
Right.
who pulled it off right?
I'm
The Indiana
praying
Jones
there is.
game. That's how you do a movie game with action mixed in. They pulled it
Sure.
off. They
And
didn't
the
pull it
thing
off
is,
here.
Michelle, they are using these cliches, like picking up something and throwing it so that
Yeah,
the
I
guards
can't
go,
stand
"Oh,
that
what's
shit.
that? What's that?"
Oh,
And-
we throw a coin.
or
Yeah.
hacking like the radio to turn it on. The guard's like, "Oh, the
So
radio came
stupid.
on. What's
So
going on?"
stupid.
Like
It's-
that shit is
the game
so
feels like
fucking
a fucking
dumb.
relic. Yeah,
Like,
I just
come
don't-
on, that is lazy to do that kind of shit. Like,
It
honestly,
is.
at this point,
It
like
feels
that was
you
like,
say, John, your favorite word, formulaic.
yeah.
I
I mean,
think
that
it
shit
does.
was genius the first time I played Metal Gear or Splinter Cell or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't get it. I know some people were taken to like some party to play this early, and they probably got paid to review it, but it can't account for all of it.
Now,
Something
I
else
want
is
to ask
going
a
on
question.
here.
I'm seeing this a lot lately. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
People are calling this game, and I've seen other games get the
Every time,
same.
man.
They're calling
Every
it a plant. Do you want to discuss this?
I haven't.
This
seen
game
that.
is a.
I don't think it's a plan. I
This
think people
game
are
is
just
a
paid.
plant.
a plant for what?
I don't know. Just let's
No,
discuss this.
Mixtape is a plant. This is not a plant. This is just
Oh, see.
developers
Okay, wait,
paying
wait,
for
wait, wait,
marketing.
Why
Michelle,
is mixtape a plant? A mixtape is just
it's a plant.
a plant for
Mixtape is
what though?
100% planted by the people that made it. Like,
It
I
is a
don't know how to
plant. They
describe
made a game. It's out there. How is it a plant? There's no plant.
Right.
I guess it's the same thing.
Well,
They're paying
I
to-
want to
to
unpack
disperse
this.
it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to read this right now. Okay. The phrase mixtape is a plant is a popular meme stemming from a viral joke. It refers to the 2026 coming age game. Due to its brief runtime and minimal actual gameplay, critics jokingly claim the title is an industry plant, a term normally used in the music industry to describe
No,
a
Annapurna has
manufacturer.
been making these shitty games for a long time that I've never liked, guys. You guys love them. I don't. They're artsy.
Yeah.
They're backed by money.
Yeah.
They're not indie. They're.
Yeah.
It was what it was. It was either for you or not. It was
Is it-
a
is it
musical
a plant?
experience.
Is
It's
it
not
a plant?
No, it's not a plant.
I see mixtape being a plant because they're trying to push a certain
Yeah.
like.
I don't think
for,
they're
like,
pushing
a
anything.
point of
That's just her
view or
shitty
an agenda
views.
or whatever.
It's just her shitty views.
What?
She made a bunch of shitty movies about.
I never played,
You know
so.
how bad certain.
So
groups of
is
people are.
this
But
game a plant?
no? It's just a
No.
bad game.
They're just paying a lot of people to say good things about it. That's what I
And
think.
some
Is that-
people
but-
are
but is a
non-gamers that want to
plant
be part of the culture, and they think
Is
they're gamers now because they press
manufactured
left.
though.
It's not manufactured. I think
Yeah, it's
people
not
genuinely like this. Some people. I just haven't met them because I don't associate with these people.
And the fact that journalists are looking for games that they don't have to really play, and the first 3 hours of this game is left click and W. Like that's all you do is move forward and press mouse. That's
no skill involved. No real way to fail.
No. The thing is, there's no you. It wants you to believe that you're using skill, but there's no consequences for almost anything that you do in this game.
Yeah,
right?
It feels dumb. It makes you feel dumb.
You can die later. Like
sure, but I alerted like 15 guards and nothing happened to me.
I did too.
You ran right through them all.
Nothing happened.
Like literally
The
nothing
AI is
happened
so
to me.
dumb.
Like they're just like, oh, and then like they have like this one guy with like armor on. He's supposed to be harder. He just took like 2 more hits.
Well,
like,
that's why to me, what's like most important to me sometimes is even if I don't like a game, I can say technically this is a good game, and not technically as in technically as in the technical wise. And this wasn't like the AI felt dumb. All these things I think sometimes when I play Hitman, like you're saying, John, I didn't feel like there was a consequence to certain things I was doing when I wasn't playing well. I wasn't punished. It technically doesn't feel like a good game. So.
Does it change 8 hours in, 10 hours in? We have to ask that question.
Ryan played
We'll find
5.
out next week. I'll let you guys know.
So yeah, we'll play next week.
I'm going to do it.
Good.
Don't.
All right.
Also, don't look at the mouth when people are talking because they do some uncanny shit with the mouths and it just looks really weird.
Yeah.
I noticed it today.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's just a funny little thing to throw in. But.
All right, let's move on to some news. Now, wrapping up our Warhammer stuff. So, Warhammer Bolt Gun Boom was the new mobile game announced. It's supposed to be a fun little retro FPS. I mean, I wish something like this would go to PC. It looks better than, like, for me at least, Bolt Gun 2. So, it's called Bolt Gun Boom.
My God, how many fucking games are they
and
making?
then also there's a Helldivers 2 crossover event with Warhammer. This is like a really mainstream game for them to put Warhammer in. So I'm curious how popular this will be. Maybe I'll hop back into Helldivers to check this out. So there's no date on that yet, but that was also announced. And then the big news this week, though, and I want to get your guys' thoughts, was Bungie ending Destiny 2 live service, basically shutting down the game and putting focus on Marathon. A lot of people upset out there.
Wait. I didn't know Marathon was attached to this. They said they were making a new IP. I don't think it's Marathon.
Shifting focus to Marathon, sparking sadness among fans. I mean,
I
it's
don't.
a part of
so
it.
That's not what I read from their announcement, Michelle. They said they wanted to focus on a new IP. There's no way they're closing.
The first thing I heard was they're killing Destiny to focus on Marathon and keep Marathon alive.
Okay,
that was.
There's no gotcha here with you, boy.
There still are, but they are focusing on Marathon. They're not abandoning Marathon.
They said a new IP though. That I read it. What?
Well, I'm sure that's
they're
also
working
a
on
part
something.
Of it.
Yeah,
yes,
of course. They're
but
obviously working
I
on
also
something
think there's
else.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have rather seen a Destiny 3, but who knows?
But okay, listen. The player base on Marathon, for the record, I don't hate Marathon. Okay, but that player base fell off a fucking cliff. Okay, and Destiny is the game that they've been monetizing for the past X amount of years, right? That's the game that can make money for them, right?
And we just got the whole monetary report from Sony saying they lost, or they're
$750 million.
$750 million.
Yeah.
That is insanity. And they sold, we talked about this in Discord today, they sold roughly 1 million copies of Marathon, 1.2 million copies, but they were $250 million in the whole making this game. They did not make anywhere near their money back for this. So they bought Bungie, and now they're basically saying, okay, get rid of your baby, Destiny 2. Don't make another one, which is what the gamers want, and focus on this Marathon. Force Marathon in everybody's face.
Well, Paul
Try
Tassi,
to
John's
mold this
buddy,
game into
says
something the gamers
it's
want.
not Marathon.
It would be cosmic if somehow this all ended with Sony selling Bungie back to Microsoft at a $2.5 billion loss. People want a Destiny game.
God.
Now they're upset, and they're like, Microsoft, buy them back and make it. So it's a
But
mess
the thing
out
is,
there.
what's a Bungie though?
Game.
What is a Bungie? All those guys are gone.
Yeah, that's the thing people have to accept.
Why would
Like,
Microsoft buy it? Like Sony bought the people that made Halo. That's what they bought, right?
Yeah.
All those dudes or women, whatever, they're all gone, okay?
Yeah.
So what is left?
Nothing. These old games are going to die off. They're being replaced with NTE.
Well, what is left is the people that created Destiny 2. There's still got to be a handful of people there that have made Destiny 2. Why abandon one of your best-selling franchises?
Well, a lot of people, this is from Schreier,
developers.
Buddy. A lot of people have wondered why Bungie didn't immediately start working on Destiny 3 after the final shape 2 years ago. The answer, as it usually is how much money it would have taken. but learn how to budget for a smaller team to make something like this now with the new tools that you guys have and the different ways to, like, that's their problem. Like, they spent so much on Marathon to make a game that didn't sell that much. And Arc Raiders was made by what? A handful of people and sold more copies. So they have to, these big companies have to
like
figure out how to,
people or something like that.
Spend less money on these games and make the team smaller. Like, you just can't compete anymore unless you have some weird random hit like Call of Duty or something size popularity.
Yeah.
If you're spending
Michelle,
that much money.
You mentioned earlier that AAA devs, their baseline is always higher and they're more expensive to make a game at these companies. So yeah, budget, downsize, whatever you got to do. You have talented people. There are plenty of talented people in this world, but they have
but they don't want to work in
investor's
gaming anymore
mindset.
in the West, and they work them too hard.
True.
They don't pay them enough, and
So
you're getting
I have
left
the statement
with the
from
garbage.
This is the statement that they released. Okay, this is from like a few days ago.
The Bowie Knife 99?
No, Bungie's. So for almost 12 years, we have had the joy and honor to explore the Destiny universe with you all. Through all the ups and downs, surprises and triumphs, building Destiny alongside our players has been a monumental privilege. While our love for Destiny 2 has not changed, it has become clear that after the final shape, we have reached the time for our shared worlds and Destiny to live beyond Destiny 2. Our focus... Okay, this is the part this is right.
Okay.
As our focus turns towards a new beginning for Bungie, we will begin work incubating our next games.
Sure, but they're also focusing on... I mean, this is from Paul Tassi at Forbes, John. He says, Destiny
no
2 is
way
shutting down and Sony has nothing to
toast.
replace it, relying mainly on a single first-party game going forward for its live service push, Marathon. He says they're betting on Marathon.
The exit strategy is not put all the chips on Marathon.
That PlayStation... that's what Paul is saying at Forbes. He said PlayStation's live service pushes in shambles.
Marathon instead of like continuing.
I'm literally reading the statement. We will begin work incubating our next
they're working
games.
on other ideas. They're incubating. Yeah, they're sitting down. They're eating a turkey club, and they're saying, "What do you think, Bill? Oh, I want to make a game where the girl has a sword. Oh, sounds good." But
there's not a single Marathon word in this statement. They're making
doubling
new
down
shit
on Marathon, obviously. They're not just abandoning Marathon to go make new stuff. Like, what are you talking about?
They're not abandoning it.
Yeah.
They canceled their biggest IP.
Right.
And all they have left
They're
to
not
focus
canceling
on
it,
is Marathon.
though.
Yeah, they're stopping
they are.
any new production to it. They're not adding any new content.
They're
not
taking servers
any
off.
of the old
Still-
stuff.
No.
Well, the final
You can still
live
play.
service update is happening on June 9th. After that, you could keep playing it. You're just not getting anything new.
Yeah, but that's what they want. That people
want
more
new
Destiny.
stuff.
They
Yeah.
want
There was a
new
player
DLCs.
base there.
They want,
I understand all of that, but
Well, look, a lot of people are not happy out there. So obviously, it was a
I
bad
want to
PR
mention
move.
something, Michelle, and you and I talked about this on Subs or something we did, Micro. You know, Sony seems to be putting all of their chips on these Western developers, and they're not coming out with like Nintendo is still supporting their Japanese IPs with the stupid Yoshi
They're
game.
doing that because they're the only ones willing to work with them for exclusives or in general, John. We talked about that because they can't rely on Square anymore or Capcom anymore.
Yeah, but there used to be like Parappa the Rapper and fucking Sly the Raccoon, whatever. And that's the bad example, Sly. But like Parappa the Rapper or these other Japanese crazy quirky games
that used to be Sony exclusives that now want to go everywhere. That's the problem.
But Nintendo's still like making these quirky little games that aren't a first-person shooter still.
And how do you think they can do it? They're charging a premium for every single game. They never deviate from that.
Who?
It's
Nintendo?
Nintendo. And they're paying them prime dollars.
But everything we talk about on PlayStation is fucking Last of Us and Bungie and Destiny. And,
but they always go on sale eventually for $20.
But it's all Western developers.
Game.
Why isn't Sony? And Michelle and I went through the top games in Japan, and it was like Monster Hunter and something. But it was like stuff that was still popular here, you know.
Well, we talked about this, John, because Japan is kind of getting their lunch eaten by Korea and China right now, too.
Yeah.
And also some Japanese developers, they don't want to work exclusively with Sony anymore. And Sony says, well, if you won't make a game with us just for us, then fuck you.
Right.
We're focusing on these live service things like Jade Raymond's Fair Games and stuff that's bombing and Foam Stars. Like, was that Jim Ryan's doing? They need to get back on track. So I don't know. Overall, for Sony,
I would cut Bungie loose because I don't see how this gets redeemed.
John, if they cut Bungie loose, who do they have? They've bought like 5 developer companies, and they're all gone. They've shut them all down.
But
Bungie's the last remaining one.
Okay, honest question: what could Bungie possibly make to replace Destiny 2?
Destiny 3.
Okay, that's not called Destiny. Like, honestly,
Marathon 2.
No, put Marathon in the corner. Don't even think about it. Like, that's just some remnant from
get
like
creative. Hire some new creative
but
minds.
what
that
could
are
they
willing
possibly
to work.
make? It's going to be some
Anything.
bullshit live
Definitely not
service game.
That ugly Fortnite-looking Monster Hunter rip-off Horizon,
Yeah.
whatever shit game that's coming.
But
like,
again,
I'll
that's
try
some
it, but,
Western developer. Like,
it
give
looks
me
so
some.
bad.
Give me some more Astrobot. Give me something
Stop
like
trying
that.
to make the next crazy live service game that's going to last 10 years.
There
Make a
should
game
be
with something in it, something of value that people are going to love.
There
and
should
play,
be
like all
5
these other Eastern devs are doing.
There should be 3 to 5 Astrobot quality Japanese developed games every year on PlayStation.
They don't have that pull
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, there should be more
Instead,
games
we
for
get
sure.
Concord, Destiny.
Too much investment in the Western developers. Sony
Yes.
Japan needs to rein that shit in.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
none of
best
these are
game
winning,
they've made
you
is
know?
Astrobot, and that's one of the only like Japanese games that was popular in the West.
Yeah, and it was made
And
by
it
a
got
smaller
Game of the
team
Year.
too, right?
Yeah.
Like a
Team
smaller
Wasabi, whatever. Yeah,
right.
like
So I think these little smaller branching teams are the only hope because they're if
and
they fail, the budget
Nintendo
wasn't
uses those all the time. If you look
Right.
into who develops all these like spin-off like Mario this and that and whatever, it's always these small little teams making like Mario RPG or Mario this
Yeah.
or Mario and Luigi,
Mhm.
Mario Tennis, whatever. It's like they utilize that shit all the time.
Yep.
And like
I don't know.
the thing about like fucking Sackboy and shit, that was like some British studio. Like, why? We want the Japanese quirk and coolness on the PlayStation, I think,
I just think
That just goes
yeah.
back to what Michelle's saying. They don't want to work with them anymore. They don't
I know.
want
Yeah,
to
I think
be
it's just a culture
tied down.
shift.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Sony doesn't have that pull anymore. The living room doesn't have that pull anymore in Japan. Nintendo is popular. Everybody owns a Switch in Japan. It's all handheld. And I think PlayStation.
So they need
is
a
just-
handheld.
PlayStation is looking at the West, and they're trying to make games that do well in the West. Let's do a shooter. Let's do this and that. But then you had Destiny, which actually did do
But
really
they
well here,
did-
and they abandoned it.
But Michelle, they did good shooters back in the day, like on fucking SOCOM and Resistance and Killzone, whatever. Like they had good games.
What are you clicking over
Yeah.
there?
Fucking remote for a light.
Also, some news this week: Unreal 6 was shown off, and it's going to be Rocket League. I guess is the first game to do it,
Yeah, I know.
running in Unreal 6.
Well,
so,
I'm not surprised.
yeah.
No, not at all.
I mean, I don't know. Rocket League is cool, but
But I'm not surprised Unreal 6 is already coming out.
It's Unreal 6. It's Rocket League for a reason because this is heavily focused on multiplayer integration and a bunch of there's like a bunch of other multiplayer
Now-
things that they've kind of added to Unreal 6. So it's not just like a new engine.
Visual.
It is
Sure.
a new engine, but there's a heavy focus on
There is,
multiplayer
but
online.
supposedly there's going to
aspects.
be a, let's not call it a launcher, but a unified space, Michelle, that's going to have
Oh, wow.
Fortnite,
I
Rocket
love
League.
unified spaces.
Isn't that what
No, but
Epic
good-
Games is?
Yeah.
No,
like,
not,
what
not,
is
not,
that?
not a launcher.
A unified
Fortnite
space.
has
They
a
made
unified
web page?
game.
I
They made a
preface
web
this with
page?
not a launcher. No gotcha there.
But Fortnite has the racing, the Guitar Hero, the Lego,
Yeah.
the playground.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
it has
all going to be
everything
in the
already.
same.
I can think
I
of a
know,
unified space. It's called Steam. Star Citizen has
not
reached
a
$1
launcher.
billion in funding, John. Are you excited?
Holy
$1
shit.
billion.
I don't.
What's happening here?
I
Where
don't
is this
know.
team?
wild.
What could it possibly? Like, okay, so I've revisited Star Citizen a few times since I really got into it in the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't see what's happening that's any different. Like, what is
I was going to ask you, what's the big.
like? Are things
change?
drastically changing in there? I'm just not aware of it. Like,
The
what?
universe is so big you don't even know where the changes
Because,
are.
like, okay, so I love the idea of the game. I love flying the ships. I love that you can have permanent housing, and anyone if there's a fucking 30-story building and you live on the 5th floor in apartment 5, anyone
Right.
can come to your place.
Yeah, you can
I
do that in
love that.
Final Fantasy 14 too. It didn't take $1
So,
billion.
but
What are
here's
they
the
doing?
thing: every time I've tried to revisit that game, I go to one of the big cool cities that's like fucking from Blade Runner and whatever. There's no one there. It's a dead world. So
Jobber
where's
says
this?
that the game just a fraud. Is this a Ponzi scheme?
Well, it could be. It's like selling
looking more
art
and
and
more
stuff.
like that,
I don't
yeah.
know, but I've revisited this game a few times, Michelle. There's no one in the cities. It's all NPCs standing around.
So it's just a couple of whales. like funding this?
I don't
What's
know.
happening?
I mean, I've had some really great moments playing this game. Let me
Sure.
tell you though, like I've had
$1 billion moments though.
crazy fun playing this game, griefing people on fucking outposts.
So
Yeah.
there's
Good
a reason. There's a reason you're not seeing people is because they peak around like 15K, like right now.
Yeah.
And it's
From
probably it's a
my-
massive, huge world.
Well, the world's
Yeah, it's
gigantic.
massive.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if I'm in the big hub city, one of the really big flagship cities,
Yeah,
and I'm not seeing people running around. I don't know.
30,000 roughly. Yeah, I don't know. Like if you're in
That's
the hub,
not
you
a
should
bill.
see
By the way,
people,
that's not a
but-
$1 billion game. 30,000
No.
people.
no,
right?
no.
That's not.
No,
I mean, like
I've been
Hootie and the
waiting to play this
Blowfish
for 1.0,
can have
and I'm like, it's gonna
30,000
be
people
coming
in a
soon.
stadium
It's gonna
right
be
now.
coming soon. I don't think anybody even knows who Hootie and the Blowfish are anymore.
Or Darius
like-
Darius Rucker could have 30,000 in Nashville right now.
If Star Citizen was created or started like development today, they can probably reach that picture, that goal that they had in mind, and maybe release this game. But because they started so long ago and they keep changing systems and
Well,
adding,
Oh, I don't get it. They had a goal. They reached it. Where's the game? Now you have more than
Yeah,
you wanted.
where's the
What's
game?
happening? Like you
Well,
have to
here's
give
the
people a
thing.
baseline.
that we're overlooking too.
Okay.
If you guys are bored, go watch the single player campaign trailer. It'll
I
blow your
have.
fucking
It's
mind.
cool. With-
Yeah.
It will
it's fucking
blow
wild.
your fucking mind. Okay, Mark Hamill's in it, whatever. It'll blow your fucking mind. It's one of the greatest trailers ever. I saw that trailer like 7 years ago. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on?
Like 1 billion is insane. And what?
No, it's crazy
6,
talk.
GTA 6 is 1 billion. We're finally getting that. 2 billion almost.
Yeah.
So.
All right, what else is going on?
I don't know. I don't think there's much else
Oh my
happening
God.
out there.
All
Any
right.
news you saw, Ryan?
I did not know everything that was brought up already.
John, you put some news here. What do you want to talk about any of your Nintendo stuff you put in or?
Well, there was something I wanted to talk about. Jason Schreier was saying that, if I could find it.
You had Nintendo 40th anniversary $100 Nintendo eShop gift card.
I just thought that was stupid, but
collectible case?
I'll get to that in a second, though.
Okay.
So Jason Schreier has said that Sony wouldn't be entirely happy with Naughty Dog because Naughty Dog hasn't released a single fucking game on PS5. And they're sitting around here waiting for that.
That intergalactic game.
Yes.
Or whatever. And I don't think it looks good. We're seeing gameplay of it, I think,
No.
in a couple days, right? Or when is the Sony
Yeah.
event that's happening? That's make or break for that game. I want to
Right.
see gameplay. Oh, also Wolverine gameplay we're supposed to be seeing.
Yeah, that's going to be
Yeah.
Spider-Man with claws. Whatever.
June 2nd.
June
yeah.
2nd. So I'm curious about that because look.
I'm
Wol-
not.
Well, whatever. Wolverine game could be cool. Is it going to be? I don't know. But Sony
Yeah.
needs some good press right now.
Yeah, they do. I want,
And-
but the thing
Yeah.
is, we need more
People love Spider-Man though. It's
more
gonna be good. It's gonna be fine.
Astrobot type stories or discussions
Pretty sure
or
that
talks.
Spider-Man is more mainstream than Astrobot. You keep going to Astrobot. They need
Astrobot won Game of the Year.
It did, but I don't think it would again. Astrobot
As far
2
as the-
isn't going to be as big.
Yeah. Anyway,
You know?
Nintendo was selling a $100 gift card in some 40th anniversary Mario Brothers case, and they sold out, I guess.
Oh.
And
So what
I
happens if you spend a gift card?
well, that's what I'm saying, Ryan, because I'm thinking,
Buy it,
They're-
spend the gift card, sell the case.
or do you?
Do you put it back in and keep it on your shelf like as? the
That's
gift
what
card
I'm.
in
Okay,
the
I'm
case?
glad.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how my brain was working. Okay, so do you buy this and not cash in the gift card? And now you've got a $100 box.
No, you got to
No,
cash in
'cause
the
it's
gift
not like-
card.
You have to
Yes,
cash in the
When
it's
I
gift
not
have
card.
gonna
gift
go
cards
up in
lying
price,
around, I
right?
feel pressure. I get rid of them that day. I hate them.
I
They
hate
gotta be
fast food
spent.
ones. Fast foods are the worst. Or
I
like
had a real
Panera
problem getting
or-
rid of a Visa card
Yeah.
recently. It wasn't accepted. Steam
Yeah,
wouldn't
oh,
take
and
it
knowing-
because
No, those
Yeah.
are a problem.
Knowing
Yeah.
Nintendo, it'll expire too. So you
right,
have
exactly.
To.
It
Well,
goes down
I-
$10 a
we have to
year.
spend
Fuck that shit. You're not
It
getting
can't.
any.
In Massachusetts, that's a state law. It cannot expire.
Yeah, but then you can only buy in Massachusetts, probably. What about like a global?
I mean,
store?
that's a state law. Gift cards
they
cannot
go
expire.
down in money and like value. And
No.
then I've got it on my calendar. I get stressed
I don't-
out. I got to spend
Wait,
that
what?
day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
not like
Visa
a bond
ones,
where
what
it's
are
an
they called? The
investment.
Visa whatever ones. I got one of
Prepaid
those.
I know you're
Mastercard
talking
Prepaid.
about,
or
They go
whatever.
down like $10 a year or some bullshit.
Do
It
they
said it on my
actually?
thing.
That's
It was
fucking
this
crazy.
particular one.
Oh wow! In Massachusetts, gift cards are legally required to be valid for at least 7 years.
Yeah, but they can lower what they're worth. They can adjust for inflation or some shit. It was a little fine print. I saw
Okay,
it.
listen.
I gotta
Now
spend
there
this.
is, if the expiration date is not clearly printed on the card is valid indefinitely.
What? So just scrape it.
What? So that's the message. I knew that it lasted forever. So if there's no expiration, which none of them have,
I'm glad
it has to last forever. What's that?
Good. I said I'm glad Mayor Quimby made that happen. Look, gift cards are a liability. Okay.
I don't disagree.
That's true.
And then every now and then I get these gift cards like for Christmas or something, and it's like 5 like things like you can use this at Chili's or Old Navy or the Gap or Panera Bread
random
or
groupings of
or
like Texas
Ulta.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, it's like Ulta and like Texas Roadhouse, which is like.
There's always like a Longhorn cow as an option of something.
Right.
Yeah, one of them.
Outback Steakhouse.
Bloomin' onions. Well, I think that's all the news. Oh,
yeah, I think so.
I was going to say, there is one more thing for any horror fans. Actually, this last week, the 10th anniversary of Dead by Daylight, they've announced Jason Voorhees is finally coming to the game. Now, this was everybody's been wondering, when are you going to get Jason? When are you going to get the Jason rights? And
everybody was wondering that.
Now that I think it's, what is it?
More people are wondering that than your Nintendo gift card, John. Calm down.
No, my Nintendo gift card just brought us on a gift card tangent, which was worth it.
No, are you excited about Jason?
Yeah, this is kind of huge. Like, you got the big 3 now in Dead by Daylight. You got Jason, Michael, and Freddy. So they're all in there. I played them today on the test
face
beta.
or whatever fuck
Leatherface is in there. Ghostface.
He's probably in the big 4.
How about Freddy Krueger?
Big 5. Freddy Krueger's in there. Yeah, I mentioned him.
How about Jaws?
You got Cenobite. You got no Jaws, but that is an anticipated one as well. But nothing.
How? Just don't go in the water.
Jason.
How do you run from Jaws?
I was joking around with that, by the way.
No, I swear to God, people have actually made
like land shark
of it. Yeah, like a land shark. Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty cool. But Jason's big 3 finally coming to the game. They got the big 10th anniversary event coming up in a couple of weeks, and everybody's all excited. I played
Bath and Body Works, fucking Chili's. Like, what are these combinations?
Oh, back to the gift cards. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't mix options like that. Now I'm hungry and I smell like watermelon. Pinhead, that's another good one I could see.
Pinhead's in it. Yep. Pinhead's in
it.
Demogorgon's in it. There's so many. Every iconic. Chucky's in it. Everybody except for Pennywise, pretty much.
All right.
But
all right.
anyways,
well, we're gonna get out of here. I guess. If you guys want to talk about this stuff with Ryan, he's in our Discord. You horror nerds, you want to come talk to him because I don't know anything about horror. You can do that on videogameoutsiders.com. And while you're there, enter to win 007 First Light and tell us, do you think this game is a 10? Are we all wrong? Let us know. And also head to videogameoutsiders.com, hit that red button and support the show. Keep it ad free. You get weekly bonus shows, the 20-year back catalog, because that whole feed is not in the free feed. So you have 20 years of VGO, weekly bonus shows, and keep VGO ad free if you support us and listen in your player of choice.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Video Game Outsiders, out.
Later.